Yo, assalamu alaikum baɗigol mbalɓe kontuno European line bandaba bi arjumalumba match karoti liseo International Women's Day. It's exactly 8:46 p.m. in most parts of Europe right now. In the Gambia and in the United Kingdom, it's 19:46 p.m. Well, Bismillah, Friday's edition of Policy Discussion. So, kami sa dalin yung platform auto. Arju maluwal lang, balbi Bismillah, kotenke, kalbi kontam baba bak. Kal tentu bak, kal jay fanang mel jonta na ni mel bina duna na nyato tamani alka support min di platform kumala. Suruna nata nying kajato na yung ko maralo Kenya kacha walam policy discussion show on UDP na bantaba. Alain and Denkilo the sound is not very good because my upload in the studio, obviously in the studio so that the sound can come better. Just 1 second, please. Okay, Allah barakabake. Thank you, Bob Tue. Okay. Allah barakabake. Nga track women play. Pa Bobo Jobatele Yin Denkilola UDP line Bantabai. It was a surprise yesterday. Na sister dole abola pride Denkilola Bantabai. Na sister do bare mala finga tofu atebe London jarne. Atele yin initiative ta ko ala feta pa Bobo Denkilola UDP line Bantabai. So kono ngani soro. So I just played it on my phone. The pa Bobo Jobate Tendola Bake. This is initiative Mahani Buru Bondiji. Music no longer is expensive. More coco do the music gonna cost money. So track on your Badundela Bandabala studio so that the quality of the sound can come better now the play come because I was just playing it on my phone. Yeah, me one the Vablala wala like but assignment the one the okay. So that you can come on the studio so that the sound can get better. But I'm not bad in Muslim for any initiative that can you think you Bantabai. Martin to back in Bajaila. So it's good that people are there recognizing our work and recognizing the value of this platform. So they always make pleasant surprises. So Martin to back in Bajaila. Then hello the other Pabo won't contact the back. And then about him so I left to remain anonymous. Martin to back. I'm left more alone. Okay. Number of the program Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It has to be very quick because momentarily Nyanta Karafasonko call UDP newly elected campaign manager. I am actually calling right now the of air because not calling on Marshall the yellow new call them so not a message one of my colleagues in Gaia check because I need to get him here. And also, Lamino Lankoma is also waiting to come here. Purkadiam 5-point agenda. So we have 2 guests. So Karafan Natela Kachata Melabake. But in Banyan a few questions later. And not all for them move on left hand in Kalafena, you can put in the comment section so that we crack on with the policy discussion. So Olamale in Bay Tanka in Sujare Kendala, Nana Dimbalu. Bedunka New Sunkari Kari Hormama Bimin Konofanang Ramadan Mubarak is coming. The holy month of Ramadan. Matter of days, but welcome. Album Gaduma Konkera Konfuta Konkera Kon Alamala Nemo Jindol Kangani Dunia Be and Gambe Pankoni in a patio. Be Farang coming Alialo Minkere Gambia. Nyantong Leketaji International Women's Day. So Musol Bimbal Konton Happy International Women's Day. Na musolo mbibe konton International Women's Day la binta bara jini mbi konton Happy International Women's Day. Na cousin mimi nobe sena bumbe hafal Happy International Women's Day. Hadija to Bailova Germany mbe hafal Happy International Women's Day. Mbe Gambia musolo be konton Happy International Women's Day to everybody. But in the diaspora executive gender melbe marni gender and women's affairs la isetu season fatsa nyam kuni benu janne be konton na bake ela do ko nyata ngam fanku party leader fan kontan da bakele audio lu ngam ali la moyle gambinol kontan something unprecedented historic ana mananke Gambia UDP party ole nyinke kamusola ko kidimandi all the regions in the Gambia video lu be jele diabol men kadaji kontano warata rafulol fanan kadaji moli kodowin jamabaye kodowin kontanta raffle prizes and the initiative coming after young nyamen kono nani muso fulol le nyinke na muso barima bal membe diaspora jam to le initiative so audio be janne diamol men kadaji in the current affairs show program on the current affairs show rather they will play lale today is policy discussion so my whole kudos to everybody Alaju Senodabo. I'm sure you are happy with what you saw today be Binta Senghor condoning Haji Soane youth president and the female wing heading a female youth wing Binta Senghor ila duko beteata so the Gambian call for be condon bake something that happened today really exemplary mbokk ma nga na bismillah yuri kan lay bantaba di la nuyu bu baax ba di wax jigéen yépp international happy international women's day tey 8 of March 2024 women are the fabric of every society they're the backbone of the society nem musolo si jigéen yi des si gannaaw si dara nag society boobu nu def day tardé so jigéen yàlla si boppam dafa orma jigéen te ku nekk dafa war a orma jigéen so jigéen nag loolu tax tey ñun yëpp ñu nekk benn di màggal seen bés bi te UDP dellu si gannaaw suñu diaspora ladies yi they have got this on and it's very successful. We have seen some of us in the UDP, most of the UDP forums, especially those in the chapter reps, must have seen all the videos that's uploaded there and audios. Bena keba fanon konto na menkata lamin sadam sanyanti kono na kacha menka jang aya be record into WhatsApp audios aya janjan the forum kono promo jama se kacha ni mo imba tento la he also took his initiative to do that. So tainak party leader kontaan na torop bu yàggul laa wax ak Fat Sanyang mo ma doon jox feedback Fat Sanyang na ka jada feedback ko dina ade fanan ko ka banta ba tentu bari ngami ray to le ko big until we just the messenger but they did all the groundwork. So I understand the party leader is very happy with what he showed today and I think we should all be proud of what happened today. UDP rek mo muna def li so jigéen yi Gambie nag lu ngeen war a gis rek UDP ngeen war a vote jox seen carte yi because ñun ñoo leen yëg ñun nekkuñ si nguur su fekkee ne mën nañu def lii pour jigéen yi Gambia what do you think will happen su fekkee ne nguur UDP am na Gambia so seen carte yi nag yéen a ko moom ñun nag dañoo ñaan pour ngeen jox ñu suñ carte jox nit sa carte nag doo ko forcé waaye nit ki war ngaa sega nga xool bu baax a baax nga seet parti ban parti moo la jëriñ ëllëg loolu mooy njëriñ wala mooy loolu mooy njëriñ yi sànni karta waaye unfortunately in our part of the world sànni karta moom dëgg la dañ ko dee personalize di def yëf yaama ne waaye ñun luñ mun a def rek UDP mooy suñ jaay suñu agenda so maa ngi ndokkale jigéen yëpp Gambia commencé ko si Ajaratu Yam Seck deputy party leader Ajaratu Sukaina Ka Ajaratu Yam Ndoge Yabo dem si suñu mayor Lord Mayor Rohey Malick Lowe Buur Banjul si jigéen yi yëpp nekk si suñu executive all our women folk in the executive Masi ñoom Zainab Gane Ambassador Ramzel Diab the newly elected female President Binta Touré, all the phenomenal ladies in our country, ñoom Ajaratu Kay Lawyer Kumba Jaitewol, mënuma lim ñëpp waaye maa ngi leen a ndokkale bu baax a baax si bés bi tey yàlla ñu nekk fii di roy wante pour ñu mën a am luñ mën a am incha allah in 2026 waaye tey nag waxtaan bi ñaari fan la tey dama am Karafa Sonko the newly elected campaign manager kooku laa ñëw call ni pour moom waxtaan ak askani Bantaba xam naa ne fan yi passé discourse na ak suma collègue bi Joe Camara interview boobu noonu tamit ñu bari déglu nañ ko so it's also fitting mu ñëw si policy discussion show pour ñu mën a waxtaan lan mooy jubluwaayam moom léegi mosoon naa nekk si place bi then mu jël break léegi parti bi member si delluwaat nañ ko foofu noonu te yaakaar bi mu ngi bari waaye moom lan la moo mun a assure Gambians ne 2026 will not be like 2021 so campaign manager place bi comme pa bi Alaaji Senu Dablu wax du yëfi sol waramba dem si Manjai bureau di naan ataaya foofu noonu di wax yu bari we have to deliver nag loolu moo war a nekk suñu jubluwaay waaye léegi naa emale suma introduction fii because I'm really behind time so I'm going to apologize my guest because Lamino Koma should even come in now 8 o'clock. Karafa was supposed to be here at 7:30 but Mama late. I was extremely late today due to certain commitments. Legi Haral ma call Karafa because I don't think Karafa is coming via video. Mom is coming via WhatsApp. Lamino Koma possibly will join via video. Fingers crossed. Now let me just go to Banjul now, where hopefully I'll be able to put Karafa on the call for us to start our discussion on policy discussion. So, Karafa Inimbara, campaign manager Inimbara. Ibe live right now on YouTube online Bantaba, Ibe live on Facebook, Ibe live on YouTube. Molbe Lamoikam. But formally welcome, congratulate for them. Ila recent election victory. Party Dingoli Murundi be Palazzo Mentuji. Congratulations again on behalf of Bantaba. Congratulations on behalf of UDP UK chapter. And may congratulate la wolo fanang as the chairman of the chapter. May congratulate la. And may tentu la bake fanang yo wakilo men soto kana interview la jam. Bismillah Karafa Sonko.
Yeah, abaraka bake sedile fanang ye kontom ye tentu ye jay fanang ye la diaspora mo fanang ye be kontom fanang ye be tentu ye be jay.
Abaraka bake Karafa itela itomu household name la di Gambia. Ni nata political rek mo sa fo maybe namana ni Karafa namana bulodi nyola barka fo man Karafa long ha wo mari wo mo be dango be do ala Gambia bi hani melbe diaspora ni Gambia bari la fita for the purpose of this program pour ye fam fo mbolé demanding jumalon Karafati
yo abaraka bake sedili ntelem Karafa Sonko ntemu nyomen ko leti esaw ngana politiko kuno aswoleto jaron kol fama ngana politiko nyim kuma aswoleto esaw 1996 kabrin UDP be form la non wat jamano kono fama go beje na fat sur le brodalem e ka fay oncle Suleiman na Sonko atele mono UDP la force regional chairman of the North Bank region na danaka ye information di wolle la pour ka fay ko ibe parti lo ko lato memo United Democratic Party so ate fanan nato information woni filter tol kan tol memo usual ti wotemo sate kono so fanan ka pour ka mol fanan sensitize ka itandela ko parti le be ke kan pinkan na memo United Democratic Party so bill wo time wolen to dunda political kono at the grassroots kam wol sensitize ka UDP la information of oil alim fanan kabri be UDP fanan no be la as a party do fanan involved ko kono kata ka nomination form woni ko kono fanan topoto ka wol suti ande in 1996 the national youth wing of the party single nyasi la nyaton kaya koto ni la moro nyolo kabri nata eso pour kana meeting wala je yen kala je nga mobilisation keje ndekete la force ya mulato sate kono je so kabra kita single content na kola a jako ka diamond forwarding ka Kenya min school try improve dal pour nga continue be minna so afanan ketan na mentoti afanan ketan moti min contribute na political career ni fanan kono ani the former National Assembly lo wanyomi PPP time dudungom so since then Tata Politico Kono as a village mobilizer in 1996 Mboto Nadata Loa Nyomi as a constituency mobilizer to campaign manager worked there for a few years then from there Lamin Diba was the chairman and the coordinator of North Bank but Danaka Alado Kobe in Telefananka North Bank region so Mboko Konoje then after Gal Nata Mbondi J Natan Samba coordinator and chairman of North Bank region and for about 2 years, 3 years. So Ntenu Palaso Tata Congress Lanu Basse in 2016. So Kabin Tata Congress La Basse, they not song unanimously they agree, included Lamit Dibanyo Mobius on the policy campaign manager, deputy campaign manager Palaso Dina. So Nbo deputy campaign manager for Fakiba Polikoto for 2020 Inata Fonko Dina campaign manager Dina.
Okay.
Then from there, 2022, then Tata Makati, no sabo kita plus photo, then Tata Bula Modi Sabali.
Yeah.
So signed Nata Murupa to the position for the gas campaign manager.
Wow. So Karaba, what is very informative, but love the engineering gala. Roughly, Ibesanji Jell Grade Dundani in political common. You remember that? Grade Dunda, funding came out of Dundaji, but I remember how old.
I remember, but it's for then I became around 21 years.
Wow. What am I doing in Malum? So it domon tala lamin dambu diba wole normal for if rather political caravole buluda.
Back lamin diba ketan motive back from political because I tell be numara not bank political. But abika kuke not Bank region amount of money amafani another campaign manager fanante ala campaign manager palaso fanan alaka anintel ka kenyola because at the sula that for fena ate munun palas for babu no time okona ate amu administrative secretary a campaign manager palaso fanan babu so ala campaign manager palaso a kantel bula do kol bela pambet sambola alim fanan ka itinerary fanan draw a kantel commandant ka ba ka itinerary draw what I want okona. So danaka tele campaign manager wato kono tele kala do ko ke andu nay do ko jama ke da
Karava wotumo janimbe dona kodol kono wotumo ya jamme beje Gambia kake opposition yati mobe buka hanyala because silango be caring wotumo UDP fon niya mol commande mol buka hanyi mol kala fike fon identify so ite yo hanyo sotono nyadile at that young age ka wakili opposition support do ya jame ba tan nim fola
yes to na le mi along sedi nga belief kilik so de na ta comme na bankola or whatever I am doing the silo sort of the moment lo yellow nyamana sateton the cabring UDP form the before the formula for even July 22nd movement I could remember then thank Tamsir Jallo I could remember
Tamsir Jallo
July 22nd movement na I don't know coordinator or whatever position but atem mula nyaton ko tino inata eso purka mulu nene ka formula ko ha ye political parties be banned but this movement on in natal pour que structural law sa te kono capital yele tol dila pour mbe kala capital la nyaton kolti mason la nyaton kolti comme ya be ko la may ko pour limma sakunda la do kol nata wol simara wala but it's non political but wo meeting blaton te kete buluje critics batike you understand because munga so biko il a political party law la July 22nd movement will turn to a political party but afola banna badu dolbe je kayon commandi ba fode nyolo kata karamo ikonyo ko unity be very careful because yalo mimbe caring be alone but yalo so bill time on I was pushing them via soto the force speaking esa usate kono la bonna family me so fana via soto ate ku kilonto ya nyine ke konyo ko ndemu ku kilonlati but there's no point to it loye fighting because molbe disappear kan jele be arrest kan barante soto wala nyiti ko fear amu hadama dungo jolati adite fon wala ko jara docteur bi ko jara no so ya jemi wo min dundi mol sonno mo kono fo ke il faut lo fo because ndenga je ko ngani banko le soto and fo think nim mol ma wakidi Afghanistan. What I was very active in sports, especially football. Because now we don't play. Ndekatra football kono le single national football field pe yom kumande. Na boy so zabane karfa kanyu Kenya di le boy to ekapula politiko kono. Nko ne mamma sakunda change. Even football tetano nyaata. That's what I believe. Ya jamela intimidation or nko kono ko me fongo si fal fongo soto kera. All kan kumande security private numbers. To yenye nika itele jumate karafani ko ha itele telephone oni off. Ya understand so will be intimidated but fulana na banko le na patiele je so fem move no because nga mulle soto nyato nga mulle fananje bilan ko be wakil kilo kono singul nyasi nyula na nyo holo so why not so ndol ke from na black loma pour ka ko ka falin to kenyi banko ka
karafa bedara bage bari janembe continent ko tenge farang comme yalo nyami bilo musola lun bati Africa International Women's Day and yalo ne bi mama women kata Gambia UDP has celebrated commanding fono woto demanding musol pour que durande and mo kata Gambia bi ngalon seo warta je bake men kata Gambia bi UDP la karola kodi
bake fam UDP has celebrated pour que be musol bi lungol celebrate because kule mialanko it wanted because ni mira Gambia musola ye batani soto politiko fankono wato ndekai kandi mola ko anyo yotro man soto ni kafono ko ya jambe musol bambude so na musol mem bambu wakati yotro because musol le mem bambu ndeka fa ko to bambu pronin kuntutale me bambu but bi ni aje Gambia musolo pendeta kayla lumujin ta ka jura itol damal ma jura ni mul be la jura nyo because sa kontano ni warta baba bake Gambino bol surtout United Democratic Party mi yalan ko abbe musol sembel du ya kanne ka je ko musol ye dabula politiko kono ye la keta politiko nyen kon because ni tolente falen to ta sotol no la nyi bankon kan because itol majority form nyi bankon kan oto itol lungo nyandala ka jura because UDP as a party, I can also put the musola because the only party me uncle ala national president kita musote. Woto party mi o soto woto ngambira wolnyanta musola wolnyi jura la. So bi banko kang bulao blato pirim passe
okay network all in Jamfaje demanding the
kunto kan manyame pe kerinje inshallah
yeah okay baraka bake karfa mbare mabele makan karfa songola UDP ala newly elected campaign manager but the internet is playing up in the Gambia that is the downside of interviewing people from Gambia sometimes internet o kata lagana karfa just nde mendila jambake bawo luntawo dole fana nyanda nala network is stable right now malam for Karafala location all along the internet is actually bad right now just bear with me 1 second okay, I'm trying again. Hopefully, it's gonna get better this time. Albela maka UDP na banta wala na in Karafala be kacha sotoga. Okay, Karafa sign it's. I hope I will stable al demanding. Yeah, ikam mo ile sign. Good. Karafa sign. Ya deal men kada 2022. Nyo sabo ketening sabali tema ikoya bla mulu sabali so bari menata mulu jahali Karafa mambo UDP biko Gambia politiko be nyamin kajele modul biji surtout ni fota palaso la rek one of the easiest option to pour barola moli command ya fo ko nakafo NPP ma but Karafa ite mul be datu yeleling Karafa state UDP ima move push plus so for temptation o mantala no njebam pour yetanu NPP bawo obviously ite baro ini baro nyolo itele baro itele na baro kana itele you contributed immensely pour baro win in 2016 so ese demande info mole foi approach no mbam pour eta NPP ba
Bake famu yalom seriously mulla political understanding is different and mune mudun di political kono fana yaje ndeka fole nko yaje hani dino kono kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam kabra kabu makakata medina ikomo sifa saba wole bulatan dol ko kata medina la ngabla china no because musinyi malde be je nin tata fanan so wol soto dol ko je musafara dulale nin kila tata sallallahu alaihi wasallam insina business okay je safaro setano dol bulata kila no ma dino kan adin kila kano yin ku fulol wala be hawta bo wala mono so UDP fanan form to dalilo kam 1994 kabru kudi ta keda dol be je le fon le sisi bulata UDP kono bari dol very pure and clean intention ngol so dañim ba ko ya and ngol so to ning patie ni nata a very good leader in sort of memulo Useno Dabote nte when I was young be patie ni kono and really now understand how he suffer for this party how he suffer for this country wodo kama nintol ba no mafabi agamla sanyitan saba ngai tandala ngai ko ite you are no more our party leader you are just a father to me Useno Dabo because at the matter malako sente saba jidino party kono nim fulan jambala ni singul nyas nyolo lamaro nyolo you name them will get them what uncle fenge nyolo how to call it lamin dibanyol woli habo min so kanyim ban ko nyim falin ala nata wol ta so yin tol min tuje tol manyana ni tol bota jere dal min wol cost ni the betray I would never do that wol dam mala cost in the steady jele alu fanan malo kama ibota family min to ye min so to ye commitment min so because ni aje kala fan enga molle soto around me million continue le political economy so I can't do it but cabinet bo congress blato inte molbe commande kan the state house I was talking to a lot of them even the president was there molba aflanya here is the president even go kala bula fola nimpo meeting blato I can talk to him and he commit na ko wala nyindi ko the president bela fena pour ngalana so pati bitre kuma jamal fataje ku ketamo ketaje bonde nga nyipati la soto and I would never go anywhere and handa manke nyinde kabrim benu North Bank as a regional chairman yeah ko tura no fatma da jomponya they all approached me to abandon my part and then when I was young mama jay be sauna kabo NRP to APRC and enjoy ina ta fonna bunko le yafa ko nyeko il palaso min create alente pour nga bondi UDP ko pour kata APRC kono ayte mu you are young so nyantale ye bondo position yala kuma jama ko manje jayo be fanyele bonde ngami tandala ka ko ni dunya pati kono is amanke kelede ngai so Useno wala nante dun ta pati kono is not UDP ngai ko my basic principle is to change this government and I feel ko military government cannot do the woman ke solution for this country and jame is not our solution we have to change this country and ninyenta ko kera umulo Useno Daboleti so akamtante na Useno la nganyele kita kilinti wala na kita na leader and I believe ko he's a very good leader so amanje ko ka ba Useno muna leader ti I kodo so le na tama katama la ka pol so because it ko wala si pal leader so ko ke party leader so wala na mambadi njaita ante manta alu fane ka ben be makade fana is the same thing but they found the same thing they were calling me ngami and they were into mo UDP and I will never change and said ni come for ntenga mi fon ko nte ni ko mi fon ni ada baro tema ada baro left and 100 times I left and blatan and ngani yelente sedili ngani tan intelale I tan ko alafta min kelante fonyele but lu milante ni adama kacha don tata Star FM nga advice yon kumandi ikonyo ko imal president o tulo be nyinela mi foi adu kabinta president o fan akonyo ko mambalela advice la panita radio to mol kaje ko mare nyine ka ba fere Mansa was there and Mansa be siri akonyo ko nite diamo mol kele diamo mole because ka fille ko lolne andu ini kulo sale to jeni bete be kumo do fala radio to me okay ko because the fana malla fi ya jame blata problem min kono ite fana blata people around ya jame wala atija so nte dole nyama palaso lem without palaso I am UDP and I know fonga je ko dan party nyin na hamo miti waita ato wolen ka UDP masakunda soro by 2026 Nothing can change that.
Inshallah. Karava sa ngalongo mo Gambia be yalon mention ta mention ko Karava man hadu mo mi dundi politiko ko ngoni hadu mo lon ibe funding ke yala aning saying politiko be Gambia nyamen funding ke wolbe kodo normal be palazo normal ngala fi batala you could have easily jumped ship your cross carpet but man cross carpet because ibe to nyale no kam ila fi da Gambia ta nyato but ila fi de kuma clean scenario jam ba o inata interview la last 2 days ago me program ola ni watu more not allegation of safejang so defon ko kuma manke tonya de ba lafta e boyte fon da ko modole safero ke jang akoite bere lamin chami e call akofo lamin chamle call akoite almost ila fita talale ba lamin chamle advice ka fo ko kanata ji ako borite you almost went after beri bota o election wala beri o palaso bulanu campaign manager 2022 ako lamin chami e call mole safero ke amaria ke comment le ako ite almost ila fita talal number fo lamin chamle ko kanana jamban something like that wo kumo soto ba
yaje will be tenga la ko mo distraction will ke tonya ke de lungo minna ifin modu sabal kabira kanana la mi chame da banye audio ni konkol moy lumina modu sabal kanana to MPP la mi chame even call me akonyo ko modu sabal fela kanana you understand it but modu sabal was not their choice because he alone modu la mi chame knows me very well I don't borrow not me but I meet Fontaine can I am UDP. If let me tell you, of course, state from willing to become political fund after because now Sita Kafuelko, Karfa would never. Let me tell you, president of Ponyelko. He came from the Karfa and UDP. But he was all along trying me. But
Karfa Nanatina NPP. Karfa Nanatina NPP.
President will UDP, MPP. And suddenly, let me just tell you one thing. Yeah, the political be movement, well, ye president nyinta in campaign okal and what time on told be UDP ko jang told mo 7 will be national executive college very big national executive mo masia packet so tuleng adama tombo on the ground here adama diatale kabrin bekela la national campaign manager and kabrin adama winter like Esabo was there adama intitala I commanding and that president you campaign okala president so and more than that nobody can stop me pulling adama do pocket but what mano kono nteni alay dabo e sutero keno juna konning adama te labanna ko sabe pateni jamfala ntole te fola ba lo usenu dabo wata bodana bi dem fo ay finala wife na fire kay ko ninni usenu diamu tanum ba advice la nim fota ko mom afala but then to my chance to non kada fola ba musolundo fire kay ko please usenu try nga wa alay dabo akarafa for us to advise him ko atabe dum prison ne puja mata te kama ana Adama keta president because Adama be busy alkela no be pateni we are not usenu manke Adama barote we believe in the principle of party so ning Adama keta president si ni dia ning alay dabo we contribute a lot to Adama keta president so na keta president amre wo kam for la mi cham sinte because atelo poman e to le president adu la mi cham ya tanila contenyan kenya ta president ni bala president fale o fontere bodun kay control to te bulu na pateni do ko president ni ala ni kila tema ni ala dabo ngai because ka ko sandi saba gol ko sandi lulu malo mi mu miti so ni sandi saba bando sa tan to na pateni be fil pati do ko la wota mo wato mai fati nyol wulita henry nyol wulita pati do wulita ja ibebe duma do ko kila pateni threaten coalition ni kono so ngai control mala fi do ko la ni ala dabo ngai alay dabo ning president of for ala min keta na fonkot ngai ko ngani fo president way amano kono ay to offer pour ka place odin to la atemi sa ko ka temo lo ko president no nos ntenga long alay dabo ya long because fanyele apanye ko ntomo pola ko la bon fola ban asolo mo kamalo because na ela mi jamje ay wudeje ay karge nte kanana adu mobe nyala UK nyol nyin ka sana maronyol mo ko kabri be jende president ya lungu mina wulita la dota mobe be siri jamara wano akonye karfa munane ibikana as a president because I reserve myself I don't want to commit myself because presidency is very powerful if I want to go there he might commit me but I distance myself from president kaje ko kana pateni ntaka doku andu kabri nasita I mimfanye wala nyinte ko Usenu dabo kacha da baringa fendi al pura amadi al anu mo fo usenu yele ande ala jesabo so milko fo wala de mele ala ko e mapare ka tonyale fasa mala fika fo tonyale fasa ko difatale because ntola loyalty for this country and for this party you know moto change no la nothing can change that impala so le no no tata
ebidala
let me change that for la ba kwenye ko let me jump that into the president. Let me buy for the president or woman and data jana meeting or my jana soma. Lumina fatun jai dia mutaje for you to call kamfata kama. You understand? The president I left them personally. Ndeka tara so kono president ka ikamuto kinye na fona so kono because they want to slack me from UDP. Ata bonye nkawala. But I like that boy knows very well in terms of Mosifa Mete. He was the president and the Kuya Mankin officially. So now I'm commanding, I'm talking now, Kurunata State, Jana Airport, Katale. We can see you. Sukunyo Mokono, Konya Kobarkara, Muneketa. President Okabulo di Mobile, Barinkama, Akafenda, Anika Diamola, ha. Fineba, Dakona, Calaflame for an Ebara.
Karafa, tonya nganyim fo ko ma janne malam fa audio moyda ko ndebe nyame hadama dingo nde wanti with me ndese fu sedili ngovo mo bene mer sa ko mel ko kumo ndebo kala karketa nte fuli ngay mari je silo kam because dola society dia meson kasa so nte ko kumo bari nga fo ko ma janne ko ise kumo be fo karafa bar ko karafa ma loyal hani tonya ay to la you karafa is loyal to UDP because karafa could have easily gone to NPP easily lungo mena fango congress o keta no janjambure the next day ebe moto dile la e palaso dile e ko na NPP but you will be today your temptation of the deal so what is enough evidence kafoko definitely you are a very very loyal UDP member nemme mo fo abe nakari kana mani boy ke kanne yeah
wala de je yaje ay bin dol defan kamwele ibin na own UDP ko la wala dol be je mi but I know si falanga accept because yalla molla miro manke kili politiko kono because intani to la dunya party nyin kono and saidly I can tell you one thing ntenga mention do nyin party kono and a party leader I will tell you that ntenga do ko nyin party bolo mo te not bank region no at my age minne ko lo UDP la platform kan kadiamo I was the only person this is why Lamin Tipa in the lieutenant la packet and the party leader the secretary general 2001 election data up to Kachang. He called me akwenye karafa left pour North Bank region nga dila ya campaign in Lamin Dibani Dembo by force. Akwenye ko body on the way coming. He na left pour in North Bank beto. Mbe Kachang Lamin Dibani manan data up to Sandu. Solo kurumanyo la sateto. Mbe dem to regi announcement o keje kwenye ko karafe danko. Nata patili da kwenye ko yo Lamin Dibani nata la ni Dembo by force. So in it to let the North Bank and some part of URR willing Sambuma Fola. And then I was young, particularly they were trusting I was shooter to go. I am very committed to this party. I get a responsibility in what time of North Bank region till I date and I date all. Some part of Congo and get the Amulati. You would have fast them into you ask anybody that caravan tour from Padibu until a caravan of Bacon, the follow about so to Timuta, Padibu, Wuli Kajina, until diamo mote mo je mai ko di moleka ko diamo aka fele nteka molte ka foko ha ntemu fonkoleti si palaso nyin tanol bar man ke diamo la we understand ko fiale be molla mol ma hanika diamo bile sita andu bi kabrim falen pro falanketa no modo jele yelo ko inata na ibota na Europe ibota diaspora inata ye palaso ta jam ye palaso ta jam al wajja mano ni uselo man palaso di dolla wo jamano kono wallahi sedi usendo kuyala ko sinka jele nka boy ka ko sifa men fono di bebe hapoden pati le palaso kanja ntol min be jang sofari we know we sacrifice 22 good years intende ma do gosoto I have my family mo le bengul ko ngaji pati le ke ko be tan pati nte fa my company so de ka fa green impact man I said that I could have joined his company, but now if I go, need not a Germany Supuya, see the company in Sorom. I will never do go Fananta, political career betinal because ya de meka ku fulale yetra ep masakuna do ko le bonne political kon or even NGO ni be tara NGO to it fight la ko be UDP very sana from UDP so to ngo konko sonta patira sonta bankola ngani banko nyintanga kilo ke nga bonde kaje ko ino nga banko amanke palace kuti amanke any other thing nimpa TLM ani 2 years to sign to 30 years ani to ko killing mal filata la fonga je ko ngana banko nyi bonde je but dol ka fon tolma ntolnga ne ko ni offer billahi wala sa they will go
e batala karafa in fact you haklo blandi bring falindro keda party leader would move foreign minister lo dulu niaje kamfada kama jata baro youth movement iko party leader man doko di tolla sakobirayo ambassador konontol bonde banjul wakata diamoti dol fanan ko ha itolla regional party leader as if party leader ka palaso di baro lon president moti you know baro le nyanta ko le party leader can only recommend but baro final decision but ikanyim men for tonyalo karafa dega nde tonya an wankin ke falkulu tentula nganyim fo ko majanne and bantaba fansol ta biabide I said definitely it's a kumo for karafa mak but kafama loyal UDP la wo nde moten te convince la no wala nyin dunia kono nobody can convince me and I'm very happy that democracy prevail atol nyomi nga fulol lay palaso nyini ndol jarangol dati je ndol lekera referee bari al ndim fulale palaso nyini ndingol le palaso nyini so alpha valve siri ndol duata le doron ko maybe best candidate to win but menke that democracy prevail in UDP fengo be that smoothly and even ila contestant pamane afana idea kendol ke after that day I yamari kendol ke and all the contestants spoke word attend ko kambe on the UDP nyanta wole bambandila karfa saying jikobe warareng saying itebe mune kela saying jani 2026 because all eyes on you Karafa right now all eyes on you mobe ba fala saying Karafa natale abe mune kela move tamandir sifal nyaadi lebe Karafa bul pour ka make sure UDP sunyaro men katana 2021 wo kana fula njam ko denk
inshallah all hands on deck sunyaro ketan damilto tol biliftamina wala nanga regional executive ning ko to take so will work with them hand in glove kaje ko region benyim pankon kan yilla own policing system woni soto because commenta sifa ne ketano jandenga information o dol soto but kabel nganna mol contact at the regional level will roster jele kaje ko to ha ambe before kan wolem so galia woni stop so mbo emphasize the bakela anu ba make sure all the regional active regional committee constituency committees will be nyantal ka active double nyen ko kon because nim board comme bi ni tol be jang ni ko kabada ma fon on to la nyomi law fon ko to dañ we be voter registration o ke kanje so ni lo nyomi la mol man commit ko kono ata wok no la because jani te ka bondi jam foyta o dante ba jira be fi lo ni soto de kaje ko si fal kana soto ko kan janten you fonga campaign like you to talk to people clear understand kende ko mune UDP and mune be long ton bulo kono science because yalo this tribal political committee ye information will be di mola alhamdulillah rabbil alamin bo bo kam wodi ma ba so do mo nyin kanne so anum fanam banko kan jan tulla strong tulla base bika sek abika sek but demel to mi mun tulla pole ya ko to ngol identify le ngol tollonne and would like to make a the first leg of the tour, no jama balema, and good response to the jele. Go molbe boka nyem pati nyum kono le andu fongi dundi pati nyum kono anu nie mo fanam bondi pati kono ya samana mule nyende kele puri yo mari nyol stendi no pati nyum kono o kul fanam be topoto kanne andu ninna regional be ko because ikam mo jele ko kar cross capita anata UDP sinin samo ya mo ko take amurta NPP sometimes ko kake at committee level lati you know abe daminto ma fon la so nuwol ka diamule kay tandila ko ndimmo bota pati to alto membe je the committee membe je alto le bo mari je Alikana to Koma. Understandably, I'll promise you in April, you see a lot of defectors because Golden will be the Abukane, APP Lamolo, you know, APRC Lamolo. They are ready to come to our party. And by April, it be mass phone calls sort of like a million quick about party to join UDP Kono. Even before Nimodo Kachata, Mianko, coordinator letter, plus let it kill man or Lamont. I don't want them for the Motimanako, you come also, possible sort of because ndolnga na plan settle them UDP la problem oti ndolnga otol sutele and we are working on that one anim fana na mol million ko kanata no ipota UDP itata MPP say wol fana jama bal fana yar lesle ko tonya parti mu parti wala United Democratic Party and wol fana jama bal be jel ni wol be diamo kanne wol fana very soon after Sungaro ibol fana na programme mo la jande bilan ko be no MP UDP itata MPP wol jama ba ni wol be kacha kanne and be jela inshallah ibenana UDP
na audience ol fon very manke kon kana na plan ol fan be for sando ba ngai na molwe la mai kan na political opponent ol MPP so kulodol bi kana ol for jang just general issue but karafa you are a very experienced politician and especially very experienced campaign manager. So mun kolea ko dolle be la doko baranda so for funding because kabanko be ya kodo ayole need wala ngabe party leader ka foko kata sere ko nawol ma fon la brika ma wol man ko need fine but ni bida bolon kono kata banko be to so diaspora ko be la moy kam UDP ko ibe mu message le fole pour que te fanana doko sone andi ko because mo be ba fola karafanya ndani kala karafanya ndani kala but Karafa cannot do it without finances, isn't it? Financing is also important.
Exactly. Ngamle nyanta wo fenkilale consider la pakele the campaign organizing committee buka tamoni sone andela wala financing because sometimes ikaje party fana ka consider sort of funding to ka na program ota ka data come last program woni ngaminta nga data isi budget woni tale ya data even quarter of the budget ita di later so ite ba jela ko okay sai mbato ngo kilo tare nga ta ika domuro mbinke ito domoro kala sonda one day ika domoro kala to beri somande wulita ita domoro kala fo suto you understand anin kujama beje no ibiko soto no but tolla campaign team o yedin tulmo support ni sort of funding ni sort of wallahi sedili till 2026 no modo sort of ko at least they can support APRC or MPP man any Chris ko soto ni banko kan tolla beto nga beba ata poita mo bela ko campaign organizing team wole do ko kele because poita mo bela ko UDP le gagné o campagne on kono yo ko la bajle sonya roke yo foreign registration roke yo inducement roke but ka campagne o ke ka gamben ol soto ke dundi parti ko ka kate fay UDP le o soto ala UDP le gagné ta so this time around kono 2026 tol fadam bole fala diaspora la adimo kono le ka parti ni support let them support the party resel campaign organizing committee tol sit tol ya tol ba make sure la every month beta la le ton dimoli kata ka mol bolena because political bole nyama ni famata molla modol ka capitalize so foi fintle ni moli kata ye mol bondi party kono ye samana but without war it will very difficult for the campaign and organizing committee especially pour ka na moto be bola jana kata even farafenya it will very difficult so definitely wokuma ta bakele campaign team
diaspora molwe la mekan karafa alaji jabi na colleague member Finland namre yalon alaji jabi I saferoke akonge nyininka for inning chairman of the diaspora la campaign and organized menketa Bob Tureti namre Bob lon atelon Finland chapter la chairati fo inabe do ko kelele ba ako fo inabe do ko kelele bam pour ka nyin cool sonne
100% mo UDP de hani man ke UDP de bari ngali so ko to support the party or can do the party we work with it especially people like Bob Mole Bob Jumalem Bob la kato parti kono is non moli a London because ne momo Bob la family long in bakote so Bob ye parti ni inherit le so ngani mimbe ala family ila non kany parti ni samba o ko ngani kilo Bob Turela so and Bob is a brother parti ola Carola ngani na boyala Caro so we are ready to work with him and inshallah do Bob ni le be do ko kelale kaje ko nga amon ko timenti mo soto and momo be diaspora o be abecho too because diaspora la kumaya Gambia la politiko kono is known especially UDP without the support of the party diaspora I don't think anything can work financially morally because momo be diaspora ibota Gambia janet itel tata bari la dimbale be jan ikel be janne wol be jale mi dan ko dia listen to you so ni ko wolte ko kono den ike fonle nene nothing can work here so to la takata campaign team on na okuma tanto fe bakel alu ba katala fanan dingali plus that ni soto kadoko ke kaje ko 2026 he cool paper inshallah
karafa ke tanto ke jay bake baraka bake because nyanda lunta dole fanan sur la mi nyanda la ben kada dr lam sorry lamino komati namina kacha kala jam ban content da bake andon
yes.
kare kana kakari farmer platform la ngalongo ni ini jola interview do ngamo ko ite atol believe tala on the ground ngame ila deputy fana yolo fo ila assistant on because after na interview mo ere ko atol banke social media passing but sign dunia yele matale social media le fananka political kibirindi you know
exactly I know
so I'll kakari farmer platform ola ite for you don't have to wait for me ite near feel go enough na la banta bale kadiamu gambino always reach out to me okay I will create airtime for you yana jang even hana begala 10 minutes to your address paper ningal trali financial issue financial you want to come here and maybe appeal to the diaspora people more you can come to Bantaba and then we can help because we are here for that yeah understand yeah but nyomin go abarka bake kontanta bake nila nyomin kaya nyonya ila muso be konto na Geneva Jallo abe safero la dro ila muso Geneva Jallo Mbarindi ngolom. Abaraka Karafa, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, Mbadi will work at Karafa Sangori. UDPLA National Campaign Manager for Megalanko. Recently, he got back into the position of Bedaming. Mediam can call ala plans or but manda into the details because obviously Mr. Kamal call. I really have to. So thank you so much, Mr. Kama. It's a joint knowledge sign. Not really. Nga Binsi Brown duntale yuminko na dominka nka na dota bio ka indi wala kana platform auto Binsi Brown, well done to you. So thank you for everything that you did for this International Women's Day celebration, towards this International Women's celebration. You guys are phenomenal. In Haji Swane kunungala kumufujane ni farsanya ni Aissatou Cissé ando ngala do ko jele bi ali Gambia musol ali UDP to jamfandi thank you dila nyomi ngaya nyaonya yalla nanyu nyomi ngandi ne wol ngi train sign they are very very qualified tol jaran ko ngi train say blur ko ite sign politiko kono so but well done na lundando o telephone sikala barabu kan ko mo moy bu malum for a technical issue yes Mr. Koma e kam moyle
join la ko fonga pengo download
you don't have to download you don't have to download anything on StreamYard. You just press the application, put your name there, and I should see you. You just have to sign your name and activate your microphone on this. I don't think you have to download anything.
Entering studio.
Yeah, just to do it via WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem. For download la.
Okay, Baringolo, naluntam flanjamo duntanane but ala fenko ni internet on you slow to Gambia. So obviously we know that and abe Chrome let download kan ala device. So for in the meantime they download through WhatsApp. Then Ningala download or complete and as a join through the internet through the video that will happen. So welcome to Uniform Line Bantaba Lamino Lankoma. Is it? What is the name? Because Lamino Koma is here. Lamino Lankoma. Barakabage. Welcome to Bantaba.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Sidi. Baraka. We are content
Baraka. Welcome to UDP policy discussion. So Nena campaign manager be interview before na Karafo Sonko.
Okay.
So afana nataja neka kumol fo I hamol men sort of procure men na UDP man sikona so but it be policy side like last Friday nga Dr. Lamin Mani so jana diam to UDP la 5-point agenda la. But janinka me tumando dol keje mojama ke la moy membe kiri ne keje screen auto but dol malon jubalon Lamin commat. He say from phone mo le demand please.
Okay, Uludula is Brikama. Uludula, but originally Mbota Kianana. That was the primary school. Then from there, Tata St. Augustine's High School. Then Tata Gambia High School, 6th form. Now from there, Tata Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah University of Technology. Mota Otona, Angal Northeast London University. Then do ko kenan so business director yakije esa yo nga kumande yako utume ka for the commissioner. I was in North Bank for 2 years. Then kabrimbo to nga do ko ke European Union European Commission on this decentralized rural development project. What one tell me program manager for the country. That was a 5-year program. Okay, but I did not retire a consultancy for some time, so I'm just taking it easy.
Wow. Nga ila CV richale, mashallah. Quite experienced, quite knowledgeable. You do hukuma, plus kumal mara. So anung say mu UDP ko le. Yaje mashallah, londi ti also UDP le.
Yeah, they have the highest per capita of intellectuals. Party.
Wow, amazing. So saying it's the comma monated dun the United Democratic Party.
Well, actually, yalo nibe kujuwele kama kutole juweje. Whether it's an institution or an individual. Now, near UDP la history juwe watu mena they have always been there for the people. They have always been there for the country. They have always been defending the rights of the people. And worst of all, under circumstances, that is dictatorship. Time I tell them party to remain prominent and dictatorship democracy.
Yeah.
You are better jay alanyato nkufa na mumolte was sort of my na kebale mong in nabi Kasi ito lebe nyato no nala broda mo double yelo ni kata about data boro suso so actually me no my wal nyamea so ika mo la man kuto long since nala character and things like that so I think party la values valuing principles menka what I think Nadal because they have always been there for the people up till now. Near corrosive for I come in a political party do man trap.
UDP da mal banko kan.
Exactly. You know, your party men sort of they were about 15 to 19.
Yeah.
You become more way. All the colliery now movie with their intent. UDP don't fighting for people and things like that. So mankuto le kumayata, whether it's an individual or an institution is very important. UDP mankuto si valesota. And it has been very consistent about it.
So ila joining UDP has nothing to do with ila Kiang connection.
No, not necessarily. No.
Because iko Kiangolo kabri aja yako Kiangolo bala nale.
Yako Kiangolo ni mbadi mungola kawale. The point is that they are very proud people and they fight for principles, that's all, and values.
Very saying badi bunko do wole silo bulal de mala ka jamfa je ba kede.
ale bula mite kamal ko ya lo meno jen sanyi ko la ngelo na kende
Mila mollo Mr. Koma,
they took care of me.
They took care of you. Okay, you have
yes,
a good bond of ties with Balibunga brothers and sisters. But Mr. Koma, say lafta diamo sambala daming. Sisla jara ma ko nga fo etengo. Sisla demo Balibunga ako nga fo etengo.
Okay.
So sai lafta nga diamo samba UDP la nyun tunkululo ngamen for 5-point agenda. Mr. Walonga for Dr. Mane Janne and mbaf ite fana mba sign kan ne yende. Dolu je ikamen for online UDP ko la diamo siata hani baro fon ko na diamo siata le ako politique bambali UDP to what political drum by ikamen kan tumi menna iko ntolu always katu baro le criticize la but ntolu UDP buka fo moli nintol nga Gambia mara nekala even though manke ntema law kumola because UDP ala 5-point agenda explain janne nga cool explain but for your miracle there is credence to this criticism. Do you think there's an element of truth in this? Like UDP, we don't comment cover because focus policy discussion all about it. Tell a perspective. Is that or for more unfounded allegation?
Certainly not. Come on. According to the UDP has been there for the people all the time. Correct. They come around and talk about it. And and the economy is appalling. You don't have to tell anybody, it's an existential kind of situation.
Yeah.
So he left Mbulo Lano Kangande. In fact, it told me I'll attempt to. Because opposition, you see, for voters are very lucky. Because you can first of all, you must select member Tamilake government mara. But at the same time, not a do for now, so don't member government your farm felling now. So the color for government you go ilan intend go yama for not a young ayos. So I think the opposition morality. They try to tell government where they are going astray or what could be done better. It's as simple as that. Not not a very positive mind and thinking. So people appreciate and listen to some of them. Only can member for near cross side for member from UDP's point of view are all fatwa. Yela moy Larry Sisela, Yela moy Dr. Lamin Manela, all of this factual. Abuka ke politic diamuti.
Yeah.
Kafo amam better. You base it on facts. Yo ni na da kafo ko nkadiamu kense moleke. No, we look. Ni across the most extensive kind of document. Ndenga menje follow UDP le follow abondija. Na for more buka. Manifesto banded. But UDP manifesto has been very, very good. Because like Kumpula Jamalema and Ukola in Atamuneke are summarized into 5 basic points made along golden priority areas. Follow. Translate into Arabic.
Yeah.
So that's something. This is there. And remember, if I follow Roman Lafi or you have to come understand. And that document took over 2 years to prepare.
Yeah. A lot of effort put in.
I'm telling you, a lot of intellectuals all over the world. So it will be some of them being multilateral agents all the time. They were putting some inputs. So only experience and expertise. It document better.
Yeah, Mr. Koma, we delve into UDP 5-point agenda in terms of Senobunda and Jada Kende, after Najima back and in Musolu for Karola, because Bilom International Women's Day, we have to form a commanding.
Okay.
Recently, headline news yesterday, Finance Minister Grill Bakele, Deputy Grill, about this $15 million kuruming, nana loan long secure, but the ID. Ja oil damal malam fo nyindia mo moy lebang ye ite nyinje nyaadi as a very experienced highly educated Gambian man who you've worked in the highest level of government Ye man ko nala tamandir nyani particularly nanata equity in distribution of resources within the business community. There is already a lot of criticism on social media about this, but Ja Oil, they also made a statement if all defend it from your perspective.
Yeah, first of all, it's not very transparent because in the sense how do you put all your eggs in one basket? Yes, is a kilo be since in kilo koron, since you want to because you more case because ya di money come puru food prices yeji. That's the objective.
Yeah.
And my question is, has that happened?
No.
I can't tell about.
Honey.
Well, so objective. So yes, yeah. So that's the point. So email objective $50 million is a lot of money.
Wallahi.
And again, yalo mansakunda benyameng. Mansakunda leadership is all about setting priorities. Ni benyato ingante mola musuwaka mwainga am itenini.
Yeah.
Yela sulo long. Yela ajo long. You fight. That's why they elect you. You can see the way made a many haphazard, you know. Because another found it hard work. Let's say found a $50 million and prices did. It's just temporary. Some can't measure run. So what the long-term problem is to have food security. And all the damage and important in terms of food in almost 80%. Na import all, you know? And look at foreign exchange, even rice alone is about $150 to $200 million. So no wonder we have a lot of inflation. Balance of payment is horrible.
Oh, very bad.
You know? Exactly. So only a priority. They don't the wheels and the Congamen for the more school along the priority set. In fact, that's why the UDP agenda on agriculture is extremely important. But in that,
yeah, man.
It's very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. And again, Mr. Koma, and the new finance minister take a bank economy manage because Bankola the backbone na national assets na femolu Bankola femolu take all the gesika ke privatize. Senegambia Bridge gone. Say Gamcel gone. Rumors all the cake and there are other pipelines, you know, ibe samakan yajibe Niro maybe airport, GIA, affiliate GIA, Janken de Karala, private company, ground handling. So yen nyadi le nyin asila nya waratal de Gambia nyimbe mol itulmang nga fa jani britol sita. Single parastatal ima establish. Ni itole nyim ko betara jele either PPP or APRC le nyinuke. Mansa ko nabre nata no single parastatal to my knowledge mami refen serabisa fo ko nyingara barola erale. Okay, so but are you not worried ko ibe bankola fengol be France ke privatize? Is this not a worrying thing for us?
Si sedili ata kodala nibe koda kono bitiko be koda dala. Every morning koda tiwe ta bitiko ta min kale kilin taileje.
Ha.
Also mo ay darfana kilin taileje.
Ha.
Ni de be siri ni akorisiba fo le kule be nyim koda kono de.
Ha.
Exactly. So they should tell us what's going on. The point is the economy is bad.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad. But unfortunately, it will make a solution is not the best approach. The way the tax base is very narrow. Don't or the productive sector so many along tax. They are relying on tax in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, market support will in strategic and call it strategic investment, whatever strategic assets, whatever name they are, but they're very strategic. So we'll get a support, just like what more Gamtel was so good, what more backer in the IBA, the government salary below it will let our food. So I think another will be a Tyler just because he left a Kodola sign. And some of them make a Tyler at bank rates level. Some concessionary
loans.
It doesn't make sense. All right, so if now Munekela, Wolfan Yemen, like out there, Domaleta, do not damage. So even as like a tax race lala all the time. Problem with it. You know, so government, I don't know. And then this guy at final, Nasi Bensilo Kamas, Malonfa,
Sinike de malam boga na jaran ko lom de.
It's close to Kiang.
It's close to Kiang. Your neighbor, ila neighbor lom, jaran ko lom.
And I could understand, definitely, they should start thinking. But then the question is also leadership.
Leadership.
Because Nita Mondela, I should be able to ask the right questions. If I can't do that, there's something wrong.
Yeah. But Mr. Koma, obviously, Yatul Kumandile, it had a new dialogue, oppositional command. Were you part of the team?
Yes, I was there. I was there with Larry and Lamin Mani and Mr. Kuyate, Mamani. We were there, 4 of us.
So, it's a assessment of this dialogue, because now, obviously, Akibiro Wataja noise Warata Bashine, comment on Gambian or Kona finger like it's forgotten. Momalo, what do you think it was? Alem Kujuma Alekul Landinyali in dialogue.
In total, definitely we represented our case. And basically, dialogue from controversies here. In the sense for dialogue, there should be a certain process and protocol.
Yeah.
That is if you mean business. But don't dialogue, because there are some other ulterior motives. Either he'll have to throw the for something, or and the coincidence the funny national plan when they suddenly go dialogue. I'm trying to entice some guys to recognize that they are being so democratic that they should give you money, because the grants are drying up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that but coincidences can be very funny. Okay, but Kabin Karaje, don't want to get a banco solo money. Because we fundamentally follow Kumata well constitutionally. All right, go sign constitutional Yantamurana. And my argument also is argued about that. Well, have a Mulanan, I Mulan at the Yame. Kana Fembolege. And that's it's a matter of principle. Because in constitutional data around the country. In fact, the advantage medicated statistics, aside household maintenance, a lot. A consultation is a lot. So I don't know and not everybody can agree or if I can have objections there. You could have objections there. But they are for being democratic. More like some particular. And the particular role in simply auditing.
Yeah.
Some kind of validation. In the moment they represent the Kumom for Willie.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't change anything. Imagine Mala. If I follow the audit Mulana Kaji validated more moment for time because the CRC for the guidelines the question oral menke in Carol menke molla. So it will pay to be. I think answers may not statistically you may pay to be. Majority men somebody who do nije. So you check up correct. And I pass. So I nearly pass a parade. I can't only silang finalize. But how can you sit in the corner and you start tinkering with it? And recently, I go for a conference trying to see how to move the constitution. I don't think they should have that kind of attitude. It's not the right authority to do that. Take it to the people. Representative and Wolfane Manya Namala, Yamurundi Molka. Look, for example, Nintendo UD, for UDP standpoint, but example let you draw. Yalong constitution, Yafolo call in the 50 plus Lesotho. Pre-Gaje, or you want the second round. And right now, from UDC's experience, because in the last election, Muneka, the more data against UDP, data coalition and somewhere else. All right? So, UDP, for hey, woman, the favor deciding that I don't force the post. But UDP more do a woman could see for the UDP. Mankutu membela, well, they are democratic, more interest in all normal, yellow more, for they have always been there for the people.
Yeah.
It's not for themselves.
Yeah.
So for the people, so therefore, move, right? So anybody else, whether it's for 2-term, them for it will be the 2-term maybe I may feel. It will be the kudo for them be a may for. I can tell you few things meant from individual personally. May for I wrote some paper about certain things they should consider about them. But that doesn't mean going in and full of no, alinga be change or something. Just a few individuals in the corner to do that. That's not correct. It's not correct.
Very interesting. So let's save the jail at our 5-point agenda. Now, starting Seno Bundala, Mr. Koma. Maybe for Moli UDP man secunda, Ning Alayendema, former UDP man secunda Soto. Agriculture has been the backbone of the Gambia's economy, the biggest employer from independence, and one of our main foreign exchange earnings. But Seno Bunda in its current format, Molko Nyatota Buntrake Kanji. Because I had a Yafuja Ninka Menko Mano Damal of 150 million Mano become from like food self-sufficiency, food security, more la man for the follow. So UDP la hamo monumental la plan to Puka Sino Bunda ka turn around KJ.
Okay, along one of the agenda items member in Franco Kono is number 3 is called nutrition, agriculture, and food security. You work out of certain points be but like incentive to entice the youth to agriculture, intersectoral links, but most important, what food security. Now, I'll tell you why agriculture is important. You think about 10% of your budget agriculture. There's a reason to it. It's not plucked from the air. There was some research of over 50 years. May I tell you, if you put 10% investment in agriculture, you will reduce poverty by 30 to 40%. This is factual. So UDP or principle adopt. Now, why is that so? In this country, poverty rate increase it's now around 53%. So that means half the population of this country are poor. Now, the rural area is about 76%. Now, agriculture don't be rural area. So when baby agriculture will be there, most of them are poor. In certain areas will be shocked. There is almost 89% in certain wards.
Wow.
You understand? So Fabanda Musole Kasiaji. Alright, na labor force nationally 40% baby agriculture. Alright? Now agriculture for forex men sabanang, let's say just rice. Only for it about 150 to 200 million, it depends. That was it. I was even as low as 80 million. But it's ever increasing because population the increase can. Now population the increase can agricultural product with giga. That spells disaster. So one leadership is about setting priorities. And men can battle for them political and don't political mutako governance them or maralo. Baika mara lo ke kule kang, ika mara lo le ke kufula drong, momo tada nada diamote about politics kufula le. He left a mola balwele sone andi, and ye mola balo nyanyandi. The cost of living should be alright. Alright, the standard of living should be alright. We may have different approaches to it. Okay, but so what a new woman, it 50 over half your population they are considered to be poor. It okay priority deba? Budget allocation now. Neo can put our food security. I'll give you specific examples now. If you go to Jahali Pachar, Pachar alone has 1,400 hectares. You go to Jahali, it's 1,200 hectares. CRR North is 700. Janjambure area is 300 hectares. Near Bela Fanyoka is 3,600 hectares. Your rice productivity right now is very low, 2 to 4%.
Wow.
But people have operated there to go up to 7.4%. And it's possible to go to 12%. good for percent is 2 to 4 tons per hectare. All right. Now more PJ Menka gave up to 7.4 tons per hectare, and it can go to 12 tons per hectare. Now take an average of 10 tons per hectare. All right. And let's be very specific now. Take this $50 million may yadi mo kilowatt. Yale okay about stop gap measures. Not a yard doing rice going kono. Within 5 years, it rise in Portland, and that means we are saving $200 million straight away. All right. Because near 3,600 hectares KJ, you are going to get, let's say, about 36,000 tons 1 year. So inside you can double it. That means you are getting 72,000 tons of rice. But then of that, only 64 more money come out. So our money Kesema will be 65%. We are talking about 46,800 tons or 936,000 bags of rice in 1 year. All right. So I will at 1,500 or near after 2,000, even at current market rates. But let's say you left a man who found that you get 1,500. That's $24 million. All right. Okay, fine. There's some investment requirement there. Put a land prepare and think some repair work. It will be but what I'm trying to say is there should be a better priority than even more silol embassy. You know, this what you have to pay more it along.
Yeah. Mr. Koma, there is a regular listener to Bantaba at Amanke UDP in Cody, but in Kala question on Yininka Jana, even Dr. Mani Nata question on Yininka. I'm a big fan of Bantaba, but I'm NPP in quality. Man, why on earth are they NPP support?
That's fine.
I question
democracy.
Democracy. I question on Yininka. I call Seho. I'm always listening to your guys whenever they come here. But how come UDP did not implement all these grand ideas when UDP was in the coalition government? And I can remember UDP was in charge of agriculture. So how come these policies were not implemented?
Perhaps you read that again. But UDP was in a...
when UDP was part of the coalition government.
It was not a UDP government, was it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and there was a question on Yininka.
You see, you either have to accept the fact or you keep dodging the issue by trying to change the narrative.
Yeah.
UDP was not in charge. In fact, now I listened to this program before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking
Dr. Mani.
Because UDP, certain aspects, like I don't have to go through them again. Yeah. They were rejected. All right, UDP and Dono program, or they were part of it. They were instrumental in formulating it.
The NDP.
We are present, and it came to $1.something billion.
Yeah.
Now let's assume don't you think this would have been implemented? Ask him that.
Yeah. No, they have nothing to say. They always have to say, they just have to find fault. Fault finders on the meeting, Mr. Koma. So
in the first place, we were part of it.
Yeah, it was a coalition government, and Barolo President
was a part of it. Leadership is so totally different.
Yeah.
Let them talk to the leadership. Okay, so I'm what listen to man on what they are responsible.
Yeah.
It's not UDP.
No.
Let's assume for our sign UDP man on what I say. Juma Lebije.
It all Lebije sign.
Should that stop them from doing better? There's no excuse because UDP been in the so therefore we won't do anything. And it seems that's the trend in with the government.
In fact, the first minister was Tala Oye Omar Jallo, agriculture minister. So at that preliminary stage of the coalition government, he was the minister. So I think after that, UDP level agriculture. For not a lot of years, Malam for Tala Lamin Dambo Deka. Was he there briefly? Yeah, I'm not very briefly.
Well, it was in the local government ministry.
Oh, I do local government. Yeah, I agriculture.
Amadou Sane Lebanon Finance.
Yeah.
You know, then Zeno Dabo was at external.
Yeah, you are right. So I tell you question of market Tonya, the UDP man agriculture. I'm not. I
can't feel excuse laying live. I think well.
Yeah.
After all, the habitual nature of always finding an excuse.
Yeah.
Because the dialogue do ko ha fengol dasiata mano dasiata do will ta ko ha it used to be.
Yeah, na colleague fella be remind na jang ako tala lamin dembu deba also serve briefly at agriculture. Yeah, Tunko ko he serve in agriculture as well.
On the line, if I will word on the line briefly.
Briefly, briefly. He was there briefly. Yeah. So
yeah, that's it. So what get a memo for with this kind of manifesto, and you have $1.6 billion coming on. Don't you think they'll apply 10% on the agricultural stuff? It's natural. It's very logical. So if you kick them out of government, then it's up to you. You have full responsibility. Even if in stability it's not UDP government, it's your full responsibility as leadership to take care of these things.
Yeah. So Mr. Koma, so what transformational measures may all like because more voters all mando problem agricultural problem Jahali Pacha PPP all start now is all kaput amantrafeng banco, we can't even produce quantity of rice, and we have this River Gambia, Mr. Koma, very navigable, Munana Gambia be man of import. Sometimes you ask yourself.
Well, for a thing because in Gambia it's all about irrigation. Or project will be failed because the land preparation wasn't good. All right, because the leveling has to be almost perfect, so that geocanal flow cover and things like that. So more technology, maybe more malum back. And the Chinese old Nataja, it wasn't working well. But now it's working properly, and you have this hybrid type of thing. Many yield very high, and you can get it twice. So go in there and do it. Increase it from 2 to 4 tons per hectare to 7 to even 12 tons per hectare.
Yeah,
that's the priority. That's the priority. Not so many embassies around. Not poverty increase by being in Silol boiler. As if OFND. You more class local poor people. That's their livelihood. These are poor, poverty-stricken people. And you do it with so much pride. For sometimes like a sadistic level. I don't know.
But the only one question on you, Mr. Makoma, I agree with your guest about the need for us to transform the agriculture sector. But I remember PPP started well with Jahali Pacha and the other projects. But would he agree with me that corruption has been our biggest problem? And even if UDP government comes into power, if the leader is not ready to fight corruption head on, nothing meaningful can happen in the agriculture sector. This person is a UDP fund based in the US. Ako nimman corruption or kele hanata whatever policy nata manela because Jahali Pacha atila sata or corruption or latina we couldn't give the requisite dividends melnyanta sotology. So would you agree with ako for allow point laleba?
Yeah, corruption follow for less. I like to break down things into very basic and simple terms. Because niko corruption. Kamuta let's say ye gadi no soro musol kanyin gadi no men soro. Ye kolongo soto ton kon kilena. Now ya alo nundo ikanyi moto singol leta ya ke fenkoti GB round. Hello? Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
So saying ni wo julo bebe soring ye jubina. Ya ni be futala ton kon dota ni me lo salato be norola.
All of them.
Because available bon. Corruption morality. That's what corruption does.
Yeah.
So even fatala. Now, what does that mean? You have to be transparent in your transactions.
Yeah.
the processes have to be very transparent. It's just a question of institutional changes. All right? And when corruption if it becomes so systemic, I don't have fight back. But then UDP la leadership for now, I will let you there. Come for Mankuto Jude. Mola Mankuto le Jude. Niala Mankuto Jude. You buy Jiki, Fulano, is Mona Jiki Fanang, Londitiol Babul. I mentioned here ago, UDP is a party with the highest per capita of intellectuals. Who may ask for because it's the biggest party in this. Honey, la numbers strong. So at least was him more Jikindi. So wala na nimo fula lote nyare kwe kongata politiki watu imo bebe campaign yo kwe ngata inyininka ite mujumal dembita even sambalami yo ke bargambe on nyanta wala kelana ko bandol bu ko jubede ngavo se dili bota jaral ndefana mbota wala
wolonde
mbadi molem akamane ka kawol fonka wakafula kawol ba that's not nyanta boy one UDP government UDP is always there for one kanyin kachaleke pour mon si no kachani nga no fahamonde pour ne arembe leadership tala sikala alombe mon criteria tala men kumada one of the first is mankuto jube anala behavior anala intention or intention is built in akamemfo and membala agenda kono.
In fact, more meme platform all like be como sembenti yaka ko nyimme safaro ki ko example oni zata na chairman Yankuba Dabola grata da BAC I first team nke wolonka corruption ko kele you corruption or you then you stand on a good footing and people have just alluded to that in the comment section. The typical example is chairman Yankuba Dabo because he's fighting corruption head on. So but Senobunda for UDP commercialization of agriculture sector, is that within the plans? Because right now in traditional methods, so are we looking forward to that? Mechanized farming rather.
Nico commercialized section. Mechanized. I was going to come.
Mechanized. I meant to say.
It was even tried during the PPP government, and mostly there's something technology, not alternative technology. India was very good at that. Agriculture developer, you don't have to have combined harvesters and things like that. We do on a smaller scale. So it's all possible. The member wrong. We have the talent. We have the experienced people, well-educated experience. They can money, doctor, make a fight, Dr. Malamin money. He went to a project. I project them implement in agriculture. There's one I usually love. That's the one at Djibouti. Even in small village, like your investment, your balls, say, so say, or something like that. After a couple of years, the guy called him. You know the price of malong? Let's say a pint of milk. One example, like the man that started in Dubai. I go, what? You know a pint of milk? You are asking about? You mean a moment, Santo Chana. So the whole life will change immediately. It's transformed. Now that guy, a man like Mane, is part of UDP. In fact, he is their assistant exactly. We'll book a banje. So Ndoka will try Kafo Moli. You need leadership as Sotola. You want to men Babala, many along but they are capable. So like UDP Kafo, you want a capable state. Why capacity sort of to deliver? You more like Ikelong, you the priority long, and you deliver. It's not what you want. And more corruption drawn near Chalajang, even in accordance to auditor report and info, is between $800 to $1 billion. Is even saved. Rwanda, and a development day. I could only don't corruption buy.
Corruption
I will buy. And Yankuba mem for the same thing. I $10 million itaraje in a couple of months I opened. For that up to 50 million I mentioned. Just corruption. You okay, sign or NPP come. More may okay. All right, ako sache. All right, ibe sumo by the line. Instead of it sumo by the men ka for sache that or not.
But saya aborto la mo safero ko patengi. Ngamara
No, I don't get it. Yang kuba ko nyuno ye nyine kay alejwan. At least I do I try to find out, but you protect them instead of you recycle them. Make our recycle that is a new thing. And apart from physical only for recycle men corrupt.
Yeah, good analysis, Mr. Koma. Saying that Jata Kendala Bundala, be Gambianol be Patarim back in the Loptano to Musolum, Diningolum, and more so, in fact, the worst thing is saying Tiketo Mealanko, Namer Dallas Money Lulo, ya, Eko Dallas Kame, Eko Baroko, saying Femol Bela Colata Dunia, so 25 or Finger. So, but more the complaint come back in Loptano, what more, then I remember Senegal and Cole Funkan Health Center. Gambia had a very good primary health care on a PPP. What more, Senegal, Ila Warobi to Lekana, Canantola, health center to Naloptano, but Sai is the opposite. Say most Gambians found it comfortable. Molda is have her atata Dakar lenga sama Dakar le. It's a comma UDP bening ko falina no nyadi le. Ni UDP mo sekunda seat.
Yalo fanang point so may have this public health security and things like that. Mo fanang point will maybe atata ko tang koto. But it deals with inquiry kumoba yalo near the primary health care system more important. More government prevention is better than cure. So need at primary level, disease will catch the things like that. If a car continue, it will affect the problem of continue. I'm making major ones or mental health and CI. So what we can have also. If we implement it was successful.
Yeah.
So we revive it. It's very simple. So it's been working, you revive it. So that's one investment when it move back again. Because more government for health is wealth. Something like that. Nimbo Jata can be. Labor force is good. The labor force is good, the productivity goes high. So I change Malem, we can connect it. So as much as you invest in agriculture, you have to have some good health. All right, so in fact, that's one investment at that lower level. Because here, Lobitan Balo, I can imagine what member any jada repair. Or ning X-ray machine, that's not the issue. When not from the cutting the primary level, more healthy, now grow. What's even better? So that's the investment. That's the main area of investment as far as is concerned. So basically, the points will be is almost about 9.
Yeah.
But men kuma a fundamental one step for men foundational. Like coming to agriculture, food security. But Jamal be when you know the best thing is definitely at on the primary healthcare system improve
basic. We tackle it at grassroots, isn't it? Because
exactly.
And then we go up the ladder. We go up the ladder. So UDP Manzakana will commit itself to transforming and reviving the healthcare. I understand it.
Exactly.
But Dole for I make studio I have I have a family member who is disabled. But whenever I visit Gambia, I live in the United States, in the developed world here. Disabled people are well looked after. And you can be a disabled person here and be treated and you live a normal life, because of the way the system, gives you the opportunity. But I have never heard any statement from UDP or any other political party on how they're going to treat the disabled people in the country. Can your guest comment on this? Maybe all after UDP personal long thing. You either you've been here, you live here, you travel. You know how disabled people are well looked after here. So all after for UDP Mansakanata will have change towards this because currently lanjur solo ikata ya na you know na masa kona buke hatibaki.
Yeah, that is very right. Na educational system na nyanda change. Right now, doctors employed, that's mostly general practitioners. Well, and then a friend who bang back a jack about it. They are no geriatric employee. Doctors for balik apa geriatric malo. And sometimes doctors see also. Menu kebaya ada ibu ke mai mesodo nyin sifal disabled mesodo specialist all man sodo jang. So ngam medical fenko sodo jang men be university but mostly the general practitioners. So say membiji what could be done and should be done. When a wolf and a men will try be somebody specialized. During the time, by the time you go to sixth form, you can scholarship totally. Now made a farm made a Abukata me 2 years. Government like will be local, don't be New Zealand as far as New Zealand, America. You're not a scholarship or do I will tear everywhere. In fact, you can call enough for uncle, you can booklet on Navika school, university.
No, remember booklet or dollar benunje from UCAS now.
It's a long time ago. UK or something like that. Okay, so Muna will be revival and you start talking to people, put a scholarship. Yalong, it's a question of knowing, again, it comes back to leadership, knowing priorities.
Yeah.
All right. If you know your priority, you will go for that. You go, boys will men Jesus school and then they can go for further studies. Yes, scholarship to just like we have a lot of money for projects, which are bankable. But in Mankela priority, so they don't bother. Mem with a priority, it only 60 million land Kerala, Nisa Sade, Fanjara. Mem with a priority, ye embassy Tamariele, Yela Molkiji. Because they supported me in the campaign. But one thing I can say here very clearly, the economy is nobody's friend. And I repeat it, the economy is nobody's friend. All right, you either play a ball or as an inkarwaso la velori. So yes, me wale kono sai right now. So for minister ka go on the Bamfama Lomban, this keta guy is something else. Because you men bake a kitten, how you come upon 16 mulole, I sul booking malon did my cabana, you'll book sul something like that. It wouldn't work. At the last I be a bewafi, what happens in the end? And still, inflation is not coming down. Kung memang mula baluman Sonia, mula baluman niya.
Ano sungkaro fele nganyati ngala. Sungkaro fele nganyati ngala. Marsa nisolo kena sero.
In fact, incidentally, dole in the call from Bolongkone was shocked. Kabi ko ha government fenko sanola kote. Ako nye bante hafi about 10 donkeys. Sungkaro fele kanambo kelenya.
Sa ikoite nyula tiol sanan mo sai.
Yeah, ikoite sanola. They don't have money.
Wow.
Things are going to be worse. There's no money.
But Mr. Koma, me question on yininga on disability. Me na jata kendala expert on finance malana banda bale policy show.
They can.
They will give you more insightful information.
Yes, that's true.
So we are going to help experts. We are doing this series, the different experts on Sambalan. So okay. Ngadiamu funding ke wala karola ni musul because today is the International Women's Day. Incidentally, UDP la perspective because musul ka pada political connect ka campaign okay, ku Jamal Bijani told they form the majority. Musole siata Gambia. Even dunia ko. So Mr. Komani UDP man sekunda na hata forme musol nyafita la lebang.
Yeah, because first of all, agricultural production thing is mainly Musol because it will empower la puyebo fengokono. I tell you, the households can make about $8,000 to $17,000 per month just in rice, because we can maintain per hectare. So near investment kajedan means household empower la.
Yeah.
Say $8,000 to $17,000 individual. dollars. That's a lot of money. And the majority now the workforce being 40% almost. So you're taking for agriculture is very key to our development. Very key. More market priority drawing more hat. It's very key. And don't we move to the next level. Because you have a lot of savings somewhere, a lot of savings elsewhere, and in corruption, you will control that. We are fine, we are sailing.
Yeah,
nobody wants to do
this no bunda tama rek ala knock on effects. Abe warala la abe nying sector fond be function na le musol
exactly. Exactly. Apart from that, you can have other investment because in the youth there is this youth empowerment fund.
Yeah,
they are talking about.
Yeah,
and we must all that be there.
But you Mr. Koma, youth empowerment project, maybe Ministry of Trade. Wole, muleketa wala. Yep, project of the Ministry of Trade.
150,000. We are going to 150,000 jobs.
Manasi, no friend. Bari doctor, sorry, Mr. Koma, just before that, left engineering girl, definitely opinion because they ni OIC menyanda kala Gambia. Atuta baye mbana. Alon baroko sa email avekela. Me fela sita de sa me match le kono. Kuma ibuka kuma mojibe, fanna buka foje ba. Munu buka foje ni because me was sita de.
And the man from Moida, but we have to be realistic. They think ni kwenye ko memo misali diraja. Ni kwenye ko in 10 years time Gambia will go to the moon. For me, it's not realistic. 20 years time, huh? Okay, say, kana mele warinja. Silo membija mampare. Number one. Osilo from you know what's the problem? The design. Need really no muteda for roundabout auto. Akake single lane so always congestion. Hani silo be pareta congestion level tala.
But equipment even roundabout equipment exit points also slip well. It must.
You'll be in a storm.
Wow.
You know, you see, no problem. The need for design. Make sure you have some local content. Nimuna mirror all today. Then I'm a foreign engineers or whatever. Well, in silo design. So to babu silo come. If you silaba muta, then need me see electronic point. Maybe it's at 25 kilometers in around Patepuri move. You understand? Your body can jamman ke land area C40. And we have this kind of urban density, you know. So it will mean that among silo design go. So it really akeloko abe Europe yamming. So jani pita alefo jani na tonina muna. No. And I'm saying it's too late for that because normally ni build exit la. Enyanta ye sold that also they do na dame puri exit. What is it? So saying hani ko ba China is going to be very expensive. But in Malon, there's a lot of bungling in the government. What a problem. They bungle everything.
Yeah.
Simple design. Initially, for you by time and in Kenya, for me, 150 kilometer road. They did it in 2 years.
Wow.
2 years, 150 kilometers.
Wow.
And these things are all quantifiable because a good road of international standard is about $1 million per kilometer. So, so they go one from Senegal because Senegal had a lot of time to gather that. But even then, accommodation was a problem in Senegal. For a lot of Indian people on the sometimes, especially in media and things like that.
Wow. Radisson blue, but Radisson
government should learn about Radisson Marlin. Yeah. You know? Go ahead and know it. Saying now the last time they call people, I think media and things like that, okay, sensitized, and the idea is we can hotel door revamp. But that's not even happening up till now.
Okay, Doctor.
Maybe.
Yeah, you must have Mr. Makoma, na fan dole fana message okina, but I take when you say, well, I'm asking a big favor from you. Can you ask your guest to respond to this question in Wolof? My Mandinka is not very good. But Kianko Malam Voli should have come back. Yes, Ragam Meleva. Okay. Okay. I never muna Atipe America la fana America la baraka banta bala mele baraka la money from better back. I question on you so can you ask your guests what the UDP's approach will be to bring national unity? The Gambia is very divided today, and it's not the fault of UDP. We all know the truth is because of the Barrow administration. They use tribal card, they use tribalism to divide our people. Will UDP be able to unite us? Because a lot of people, particularly some of my friends, who, even when I talk to them about UDP, they said UDP is always promoting their own agenda. So some people are seeing whether UDP can their own agenda. I have all in their own agenda. So I want him to comment on this. I want, if a UDP government, whether they will be able to unite Gambia, because we are divided seriously. It's a general question, Mr. Koma.
Okay, for now, first time, the first thing is to take cue from the name of the party itself.
Yeah.
Because so in the term tame dem ko jox tu bo xamne definitely dafa am tu bu ba tu tek. So it's United Democratic Party. Now, so fekkee ne bu doyu la da nga seet si party bi let's say the party leadership itself nga seet ko mom family bi laal na fu nekk si xeet yi
waaw loolu dëgg la
am na jarbaati Joola am na jarbaati Fula am na jabari Wolof am amul jabari wop soose and the always mom dafa wax ne in fact if anything UDP la ñëw only if it tribalism toujours since time ya Jammeh it's always UDP boo xam ne ñoo dee nekk on the defensive about tribalism always all right so ñoom because ñun experience nañ ko duñ ko nangu naa la jox UDP si principles la taxaw ma jox la exemple rek yow moom dina agree ne time ya Jammeh UDP ñoo fi gën a suffer than any other party tear gas doors break everything waaye seetal biñ demee jël gars yi APRC ñu tear gas leen UDP ñoo njëkk a taxaw condemn ko
waaw loolu dëgg la
dan loolu la ñoo waaye is a matter of principle UDP is a party of principles and values that they support and they fight for and some of them died for it so I don't think su ñëwee to government they squander that and I tell you even the international community they have really respected this party for that. Nga bàyyi xel léegi ñaata gars yi day dem di meet party leader on various issues. doo ko daan dégg how frequent. wax ko ne mu bàyyi ci xel léegi. Because being Mane Toge as the foreign affairs land ex-deputy, he made a program straight away. Lulu Musata Amsipat. To visit all the opposition embassies to explain the UDP's agenda generally. So, Kohan, the fact they go, the fact the house principle, the fact limo def kukum. Pesi party leader, they write down Sisuf. Bon Kokusunye Veto. Do what I have you boy, don't do some padaranga to Koya. So I'm a principle, so come on a change. You see, I'm not called Bena Soldat, I'm on the principles are like lighthouses. My Bena story. The fan Bena Captain is aircraft carriers. Mundon the muches chicken like the flash. Mune Bena Gal Bundaula. We only come message, Monaka, General Sumakana, man, my general home captain Nakanaka, General Sumaka. Kokunyo respond by signal, Monaco, man, my sort of man, my corporal so and so, General Sumakana. Monaco, Kita Mabugayabi, man, General Manila Galbo Magdeo Nakapali. Why them may have a year, the Monaco man and the General Sumakana, man, aircraft carrier. General Sumakana, man, I'm a lighthouse. That's principle. Principles are like lighthouses. They don't change.
Yeah.
If you believe them, you die for them. people died for these principles. Throughout the UDP Sampe, Nyom Solo Sunday, a lot of them, you can know a lot of them. They all died for these principles. They died for the values of democracy and unity. And that's what we need. That's what the leadership needs. We need a good leader who bring people together, not to divide them. Leading in the office, so say, leading in the office, that's not it. We have to look at the character of the leadership and the institution and party too. So it's high time to vote on the basis of the kind of leadership we have and the character.
They got.
One of the principles of Lawyer Dawa, when I go to school with him, he was my elder. Look, do they now rape cases?
Do nango jalan?
Rape cases, rape.
Oh, rape cases, wow, okay.
Rape, yeah, he's a lawyer. So I mean, it's a blatant rape case. Now we have a government who have rape even a 4-year-old. Now go
go free.
What kind of character is that? What message are you sending? What kind of principle is that? What kind of values do you support? So Lola Buga Aso Kila Bindani, let's take our biases aside. This is something that has been inculcated in our minds by people like Jame. Because it suits him. It suits him. That's the only way. It's okay. I'll give you another example. I read this somewhere. You know, Ben away. The farm I give you them sandwiches CB Riven by the riverside. And don't food. I'm going to parade and you know how you get Ben sandwich. So you sandwich job so the window because they are one. You give Ben out go because you need a fiaramin and them Sipira beer. They have no swing for do kiss on Yarami. So they may gain a feet. Why you know 1,000 board? Moneland, moving new and die frame, Moneland, the man you poor feet crocodiles if in Eka. You can imagine what happened. Because a Lula no I go befriend in Borana. They all scattered and came out naked. And the guy was kidding.
Wow.
Lola and UDP, they were just carrying people away from the people, from the best solution for the government and for the nation. That's what was happening for the past 25 years. And there's some kind of continuity right now.
Yeah.
Settled politics, campaign, you don't have UDP lead, no agenda.
Wow.
UDP they were 5-point agenda, definitely. They won't talk about people. If right now we don't talk about you, talk about facts and figures. Yeah.
In fact, he has written back to say content na si tontuam content na si tontuam why it's also important that this message be shared because the Barrow government has convinced a lot of Gambians that when UDP come to power, they will antagonize other tribes. And I think UDP should clearly debunk this message because NPP is using it to their advantage. Atebole Fokang. Ako NPP when you use kind to their advantage. Ka Shiodulu so ako. But I am very Yeah, he went on to say that I want you to read this. I'm very happy with the leadership of UDP. I have never heard Lawyer Uselu Dabo in any forum acting, talking immaturely. He always talk about issues and talking about how to move the Gambia forward. This is why I'm happy with UDP. But some of my friends are easily convinced by what NPP people say. So this is why I asked this question. I wish I could talk on your platform, but I am not in a position to talk now. Okay, thank you, Kola. Yala dia mo yung moila. Ako, yeah.
So which is very good because the last election below like that. So if you didn't you get a citizen. You are a citizen here. To avoid them. That's what I'm saying. It's always a false thing.
Naga gamana dahi citizen sa. Yo nga neka citizen. Bandole nga ampurunga dahi citizen.
What's the problem there? It's just like the ladies and the crocodile stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she can think about it. So it's up to him now to convince his guys. Because if UDP is the best solution, we'll convince them, put me solution to this place.
Yeah.
Because we can't go on like this, and it's getting worse.
Yeah. They can be made Mr. Koma. They can be made in a bagasi share. Crime rates in you them come like every day. The number of murder cases in that country, it's so scary. Even in England, in this country, in the UK, a lot of people are now scared to go on holiday. Last week, I was talking to a Gambian, and his partner is a British nationality. And because when this news, there was news that a British nationality or a national was killed allegedly by the Sierra Leonean guy and dumped in the subway. So that really sent shockwaves here. So Koku Moneko holiday and leave by you see things like this. Yeah, I understand it. And unfortunately, this government fight against this crime. They don't even take it seriously. I come to
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing about the government. People complain and they don't listen. People complain and they don't listen. You see, like clearing, I always come back to it. I was so passionate about it.
Yeah. In fact,
they don't listen. They don't listen. All right? You taking crime code before this morning, I tell you. That always got sweet bread and bitikoto. So and kata je journal and data je ninko he sweet bread sa bukana journal kai ko why because men kana fe ko ke aggressive silola kam so ke badle phone intilo candidate.
Wow.
Can you imagine this morning this happened this morning. Itata mburo sa mana juna because ibwana juna sign supply on because he ke aggressive. And you are not doing anything, you are not saying anything. And we are not more problem. If you want to act like you are to Bible government, ostrich or Naya, Naduta Buraka, Kondum, Bankola, Konatiamera, the Marble. Anytime you tell them a problem, they find an excuse to explain it. You go inflation, Ukraine, inflation, COVID. So you go inflation, in Yemen. Note it down.
If I Yemen.
If I follow Yemen, who tell them more Jolonga?
But Mr. Koba, Kachabe Diada, Barakabaka. But I love it. I know you are very passionate about this Latina. Love to comment here back. What from our perspective, how would UDP? How would we do it? How would we do it differently? Because Dolba Foga Nefananko. In fact, Defanga model Yalong at the beginning, the unit praise can have Barona La Kumbeng, Mobe and you support the Gamba Silo de Dada, Sidol Yanta Fanole, blah blah blah. But as I was more killing Legana, saying they are completely fed up with even what the government is doing. So but beginning so it have a new approach the Nyadi. Because I think the idea is great. Who can no longer see from you, but the way they are going about it, that's where the problem lies.
You see, more focus on congestion man sort of but sometimes they are just localized. Don't they damn intellectual you know what would have been done? A study follow on the check dual identify men priority areas. Always priority is important. You get a priority long way. You miss the finger, you miss the road. New priority areas in identify. Then any more kaja. Yeah, you baby reset. Not a move like a reset. Not a just need to reorganize them. That's all you need. You don't even have to move. You reorganize like Marseille. Marseille to Malamon Condes Dunyaba. Either Italy, Silo Bedding restaurants. Tabulo. It's just ridiculous. And Fabanta, many important. And one and the Gambia, we should learn to complain. Let's say you contract what you sell at the dollar. I didn't go sing Silokan and I'm a protect. You are in Europe. No, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a protect Monata Boita Jaba Abesula.
Abesula, of course.
You could call it occupiers liability.
Yes.
So if you remember going in Siloka, a mess today. Somebody let's say motor takitala accidents or the move. What happens? Who is liable? For me, the guy who gave the command and the government. So it doesn't make sense. If I achieve, what have they achieved?
I don't get any Mr. Coma. America in a discriminatory way. Mr. Manager, I'll approach toward Fankamalu, and you will ka diamu kanyame, and you know, Melialonko, Buluni Koben. He's very arrogant towards them. Imagine a video that's making rounds, almost Keba. Formally go for Mikai, Europe more diaspora than go for Mikai. So Musikeba will from the way I Diamka Wakanyami. But none is CDS, the former CDS, la altercation, well, from that, well, from the Woody Kangatekan. You know? But I'm on Fenkeola, Domondo Wolfie, Nafro figure. So then you see if I can do back the injustice being meted out on the poor. And the way this government, you know, I come forward a battle, Mr. Koma. Because near the banco de will be Kanyan Nikobe, it be do cool, it be lower enforcement. But they got lower apply harshly on the poor. But maybe they have connection, Sembo Bela, they have connection to ministers and business community. Yamerko Union family. Niba Diamla Oli, a camera with Mahani Lafon. Scary. It's on. I call Jahalo water, you know.
Conde from Cafre, Muluali is Pulkan from boy. Because the point is not a Luali use Cafuco, Silola dimension Benyame used to give so many meters away from the center of the road. You apply Punjamale Boila, and that phone your phone, Namala interpret. So I think I lowly arbitrarily argue that mean a protrusion of Kayan Fenkadafe away from here, line of sight, film Fembo Pantanga boy, come from Betel Fence on our boy.
Yeah.
But though it found Betel Fence open, Adobe Yala Fence will protrude more than that. How equitable is that? Madam, for you know, dollar fence will be a protruder, and everything. But I'm a fellow fence or banda, but dollar fence or receipt, I fellow fence or banda, boy. Doesn't make sense. So it's very arbitrary. But again, it comes back to leadership. If people are feel so much compassionate about that lady may have a freak of family key. Where the leadership may back or the government may back or it doesn't give a damn. It's very, very sad. Very sad. Multi-amuta, mul-kumbota, muli-bobeke. Fumo-kabunam-bandaka individual or bank. If it didn't care, you don't care. That's why the guy is emboldened. He's doing what he wants because it's more shameful. No, come on. Leadership is about compassion. I can't from Dolph and Lua be a man corrector, but he can't suspend demanding Puri Mola Port of for a Janiba implementer. It's compassion. But Lua Banlua.
Halua Barobi, Lua Mr. Mani, Lua Bakari Mani.
Because you buy Bosiki, Mogina Protrude, because more permanent building of Aneka. Why am I fence be? Mansuma fence by Gana cook, why man build better shed for Fuller. Nearby cook will end down some boss. It's not equitable.
Lolo Fairwood.
Exactly. It's not equitable.
It's true. Ibrahima JC Sebela ko Semenu Yaka comment platform. I was in Greece a few months ago on holidays in a municipal area of Alexandria Post town center. Some roads are completely closed due to the vendors. Our vendors are Latin, a silo blood will be slow from
So you can supply chain only disrupt Yendulado. You only funnel long. Because the man who imported all these things are not a for supply chain motorcycle cars and by car distribute. And some of them they went to this microfinance Fenkoli, don't talk Kodola. You will have Fenkol betting as I among economic disrupt. It is some kind of, it's all linked. But aesthetics.
Malavo Sungaro Kobe Blue Lalabang, Sunga Holy Mount of Ramadan.
let them go ahead. It's too late for that. Let them do anything. Yeah, wait. Let them go ahead. The economy is nobody's friend. Yeah. That's my principle.
Yeah, not darling for Mr. Mani's rude way of talking, Ali Majata. Mr. Mani's rude way of talking and arrogance doesn't apply to the rich. Only the poor, like our poor mothers and vendors at the market. Yeah, I'll come on you say so Mr. Mani, Moli Sute saying Gambial de Koika Fuaro, like a Wuri Walekam. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Koma. We now end the interview here on this note. Thank you so much. You've been great. Saibe mo yamarle dila Gambian in general from you and UDP in Kulu. And it was a pleasure having you here. So thank you.
Yeah, men follow important. Mole UDP Sute as a party that has been there for them all along since Koleari. Kabiyala time. It's very important. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
And they have been consistent in their message. They have been consistent in what they defend, and they have been consistent in what they stand for.
Yeah.
At least the intention is very clear. All right. And Faban, the party leadership members of the Holy Bambulani in 2026, which is Ala Yusuf Dabo. Okay, if I lay all of this, you left them over Bamban the Kendake. And I use them down. So that means, new UDP Kolmo, then let's build around the unity and around the, let's unify around that leadership and nothing else.
Yeah.
It's extremely important. And also, I urge everybody else, and member along outside UDP, they come and rally around UDP. Give them the opportunity. You can't hoax all men. It's not true. All the time you go to use. But if you can't offer anything else other than UDP better better.
Because agenda table is men kachala, Mr. Koma. You know,
well, we are talking about inflation. We are talking about economic growth. Look, Momo Kumu for Hanna Quenga Silla Wuli killing Nedada. A calculate bang was Silla Wuli killing. I tell a paluson and yellow bang, a file balloon in Yandile. Left over to La Morbu.
Yeah. Good question.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Koma. Thank you. All right, welcome back. But we'll look at Mr. Lamino Komati, one of our policy experts in UDP. Be Atelona Luntambati, UDP Online Bantaba on this policy discussion show. Kaja Kumalebe Telagandin platform. Thank you so much, Mr. Moro Jabi. I'm really happy that you are bringing our experts to the platform to talk to us. Yes, this will continue, inshallah, because at the end of the day, Nanyin Kaja Needle. The program, inshallah, is here to stay, whether Mole interested to Kalame or not, because the Gambian will be left a drama, not everybody, but generally, the casualty. When there are important discussions on the platform, people are not keen to listen. All right. Today, I'm looking at 300 people watching on Facebook and on YouTube. New numbers will be out. But none of the current affairs show the numbers go up to 400 people because Gambians like drama. And not everybody, but by general. But that will not deter us. And that's not going to derail this program. We'll be bringing experts here. At least, Sama Sidin Mota for the UDP, Ikatu Baro Jala Ilabarika policy kacha. UDP Online Bantaba, we are going to champion this cause for this party. We are going to champion this cause to make sure we change the narrative. At the end of the day, Londi Tuol Lebefari UDP Bukabang. So, local, Ambassador, not all funny, Moji, Mealum, Galia Miracle, Dehaklo Mama, Yantamara platform, just send message to me and said, I think this person should come. And maybe reach out to that person on my behalf. Because this is our work. It's not only my work. Together we can do it. Yeah. Nalia Moje, Mealongo, Aliamira Londiti Balongati, Asinano Kachala. Hanatra Marimanki UDP Koti. Preferably we have our UDP because we want to sell our UDP ideas. All right. But Hanatra Marimanki UDP Kodo. So we will try to champion this cause to try to have policy. Gambian, it is going to take time. Purundaji kole falling the mentality of falling. but we will eventually reach there. We will have our normal programs and current affairs shows to talk about civic education and other things. And in Kanyama Secondary Exposed. That's not going to be forgotten. Current affairs will be there because that's where we try to dig into the wrongdoings of this government. Like today, I got information that Fatou Lamin Fai, former minister on the JAME, former basic education minister, I told him the head of NERO, the company Mayalongo, there are a lot of questions marks about the shareholders Mayalongo, they own this company. And this company, GIA kicked out of the market. But Manzakuna, there's a lot of conflict of interest there. Because conflict of interest is in there because of Minister Solu, Melialongo Borom Dombo Tankaila, it will form they have shares in this NERO. All right. So once they have shares there, they have vested interest in there. So this is the problem. So that's why Ntolbijane and this morning, Walter, I think I checked my phone. Nasos Kenyiko, Fatou Lamin Fai is the Batanga confirm because I message you Menki Sobanda. Ako Fatou Lamin Fai, ya Adam Barola, ya Jamila Minister. Ako Fatou Lamin Fai is NERO manager at the airport. I tell her NERO la manager at the airport. Yeah. Maybe she's not the overall manager, but I tell her ila airport manager at the airport. I ask her for nyama. Fatou Lamin Fai, former minister. Mengata one till our tear dong Kalin like she used to dance one till our tear. We can find it for one till our tear for one till our tear long but malong. Fratol me at all long ala for me. But I had then aning bala gaba jahumba. Mula chekis. Mula check ngama mula kegis lon. Malay na nyari. Ada fananga odon no yaje in time. But Fatou Lamin Fai used to dance one till our tear. One till our tear. Was the Kalin like. Babi the mansala time, Babi the mansala time fula. So you only be recycled, science system of be palasul dilela, left, right, and center. The invisible hand of Sidin Jai all over the place. But science Sidin Yaka Jai, aning Almamo Levenyola. Yeah, so aning Almamo Levenyola, don't you even call Anton Machine Sidin Yaka Jai ni Almamo Levenyola saying. So malon for Sidin Yaka Jomjala be bang for Almamo le be time will tell. But anyway, Alenga program will stop there saying if I will take one or two callers if anybody wants to talk about policy issue because Jamanke drama program to be nibe call dundula jebe diam policy discussion or malafi moy call ke jam kana kumadovo because we have to stick to the agenda. We are talking about policy discussion. So if you have a comment about policy discussion on basis of Mr. Komala Kacha, I will let you have comments on that briefly. Sunday, Dohtaje TikTok. I think they are now saying that I think the holy month of Ramadan will start on Monday. That's what the they focus on. So Sunday we will have our TikTok program if Ramadan is not starting on Sunday. Babu Arab, Bismillah.
Aseko.
Enembara.
Di na brother nati, Mr. Koma.
Oh, ina brother long. Bari pa iko kian call be bortale sa ita brikama. Iko kian ka je.
No, kale danko. Na brother le diaje, but he's a great man anyway. He's very truthful. And unkesila katonya for boya dika because tolu let's say halama do ne respect so to ke karam motone. Yele le London lam. So nimu dinoti ike la mo ida kumola with respect. Ike kujamala lana from that, And then ike barandila halimu dinote ase discipline no through a day sambala nyamera because kema ne dino respect akasige alpha. So through that, so I respect sort of that. Any more for so is here to do the come here for them, right? Niwe talk about the policy side multi Sierra, but be me fin to tell her. I mean, and people call Malay be in the
exactly. You can only enjoy.
Nantalambola wala to halina UDP how kono say you imagine wala nanka for karafai ko alin kuje mal kana finte because nantala idea dole na bi
Imokatara UDP for many years. Me and you can make a UDP support. How Usaini the whole batata in Pafiele, in Keba, just explain UDP the Minakala, this 5 point agenda. You can engage a phone in Kela, Mana Mero for another thing. So what I think it's the right time to be candid near the give a more sensitized them and follow the Kahapa Tamal to this are important. Nico Kafolo Soto, Amaterio Kafo Multi Cafe, some books in the Daboya, UDP Biro Soto, all these all these regional campaign managers sort of Kalfa alone cannot do this.
Yeah.
Let's try. We create and in the bureau to near the bureau create bureau if we can jail bureau be enjoy la swallow. We can jail if we become more trendy. I remember a more national world Nico Mule Nantala Sauna Bonang Casino Canana, Samana bureau Ale UDP in 5 point agenda for UDP seminar in tribal usually a bondable because this is still in there. So now you're okay. I'm generally knew that every time he is tired. You know, I call it all the time. I so better I can move for some means somebody say in plant knowledge, you know, could it happen me? I don't know. I'm don't know what security shut off. Masakunda and Tolbul, phone and Tolbul. It's not necessary all the time. The UDP call Momo Kaka sound the particular. Then go on Seku Seduri Molo sort of midnight sound. Why should you take it to send it down?
Mana pabo sai ka mol jele ni sound apart yo konon ke sama nan jante ngo stop le de odo mo ka kele wala sa
you know, without party leader or clarify another campaign manager sort of regional to consequential to another thing. And only the only moment I sound but mo karbe so da ka sauye da be su da ti sa de kele su la ka wala ni pare da ibo parito ite la ajo because he never calling you know like it doesn't make sense. Let's start to sensitize people. Ye mindset men dungi mo kono ka foiko UDP mo tribal politics let in all bondi la mind to we sensitize them and in the UDP for call say what do you if you can understand it about that ima long family at in the UDP support and go don tantan ko sole be kere lu ole be kere ye na ba ni ko UDP right learning the advantage the use can on us. In demonstration, you will not see anybody there. Yep. Contribution or this $5 contribution, they are depending on diaspora. Diaspora plus.
It's very important. You remind remind $5 contribution.
Every time can a program to this $5. If you have, 400 people near you, but Nico Asobigan with the amount of or 6 meters, like $600. You know, they're depending on people to buy it for them. Before buying that $600 why can't you pay your $5? I can
no, Gambia Fanang, Parboy.
They go inside to
Tonya, Gambia Fanang, man Korika $5 or contribute. Kariwo Kari. It's all more. Yeah.
Of course. Every day $5 in my second. Cancel our anything. They also be sound nata. And it be also be next week for a program. Also be they will buy. Before then, that let's try to pay this thing. They cannot be dependent on diaspora and others. Let's try they join together. Now try the battle in fight like them. Finance and program he alone cannot do it.
Yeah.
I have tried to be open with people. He's a very nice person, but I have tried a campaign manager, consequential minute beta too. It cannot all the time momo ka sound me bota nan tia ne bota nan padibule ye ka fol nati ne ke te samba wol be biro min to tarawo area to ya kandi ko ni mare sound kala na sound nan so ma bota jenta kala muta ba ye ni ka fukare kire ta ba useni alo ne ko mo faso nyaadi ne samba di alo ne ni mun ku faso ne ka daji you know se alo ko ntoni mi be nyole de janare nyami they don't need all the time ko sa all office is a private place and a private home look the election over well before the election, no delegacy ba Australia. After the election, very resource contact. You better put it again. So in a selfish interest, sorry to use this word, the ball again. Let's try and bureau the bureau the Joe Napale. All sign around the Mariko about bureau do Campajo. All the time he buy abuse lab.
Yeah, 400,000.
So moving Nantaraka sound NPP was okay. So no more ye hakilo to you more.
it all found me but he found more than 10, 15, 20 years. UDP, they cannot even explain about UDP. What is the use of that? Let's try to sensitize our people. It's very simple. How went to school?
Yeah.
So please, let's try to move on now. Change this person. The Lincoln person changes. Let them stop bringing people to Bauseni. It's just too much for him. And Bina Kata Modul Atena is Africa Yafonga Warandi Wajafatena. It's a blame the other one. And even more for some is we don't know that. So please, not that now about the man is a very good person. In UDP and you I know Lancoma since I was very, very young. So thank you very much. More Samale Bela program or Gidela. Najim Fason Natin and the personal. Coming a young Kumu for a young. No more of most likely at Dinala, having a deputy or that to convince them to come, So, more Nata, Uncle Kebas in the comfortable letter, but at least Nala, as a Kuma for Molly and Molding understand. Please, nothing like they will come. They will all come, not only young Kuma. Our councillors also will come, inshallah.
Inshallah, Abaraka Parboy. Thank you. Okay, so I'm with Austria. Because I keep asking Gumbaro from the call kicken. Dole comment kajan, then I will address that issue. Iria Lim Noi. I don't know whether I pronounce it properly. Iria, I think Iria Lim for Iria Lim, something like that. You made a comment here. I'm going to talk about that. But Kebasun Gumbaro on the line to Austria. So we'll have him next. Kebasun ko inimbara.
Assalamu alaikum. Inimbara shehu. Kagal be kondo anen la modade.
Abaraka.
Ngambe pa fana kondo membro kondo sata. Jamani ko. Mbere pa kondo na la platform support lalbi.
Abaraka.
Me misa ko ma kondo na bake. Abe mol karandi kan gambe ko karandi kan. Ndek kala program mol follow sometimes before aning Dr. Ma.
Membe ke.
Bara kuma badle pour kana jang ka kacha elem platform for because diaspora ma babe jang ka je elem platform la moy. Ala jibelal mansia wato be ko me ko ra fo ga bari jama babe je kana la moy audio tole so mo do ko wato soro baage bari kana la moy audio tole so ma ta baage comme pa amura fo ga nyame UDP mo kende jamal le soro mo fa mo ro soro na soro mo soro ben ya ko to nya mo la fra mo de banko kan so no bol mo si ba pati men kono pati la ko mo nyana nyinin kala ka fo ko dina ta mar mo le be kala nyaadi de men ko nyinin gar si pa ke ani tare mi re fo de fan jabi lola so comme ndol ngana agenda wa fi mo mo tan do ga men o delta kam men ke continue wala to wondo aske no be because I meant to be a Seattle about it, still gonna bata for all. Come partly they for like $5 for a Yala so it's very important. Interferal for a land and the Kajunia level is a command in Kalawal. Because it have $5 so you $5 so at a packet. So if I do Yadi, if I do the Jumala, now Joseph.
Ngamela regional level ya sotole payment ol be kala nyamende ngamra ya kachale but maybe what information on yanda ka di molla fana inside
because ni ko ani regional from ani sade kilo ko ko moy taji sade gares ko di $5 di sekula so abe mira na bi taw $5 wa paso jella jono
ya wala mo to nya
kamera ani telephone phone call soro like we no si ba ku jama ni o si ba dira Mr. Tuda Sirim Boy, Amberga UTP donate maybe $5 or $100 la. Yet Sirilla telephone for Yakala. I mean, easy balance. So I labor pass or Jolie Bita, when you move it then. Number new fair shipal for lender better back so from your Mr. Comine.
Yeah,
and then come Capo Molly Birol Black and Ben Lali Pintia, Molka Yakatan, Kumara back. Come Padilla for so December Bula. mo ate ko mole bureau bla bande ba folo ko mole pipeline bla dengola mole pipeline bla yes maybe are patili de mo mata la ko fo because ayala mo ni ko mole ko ali ya bla e ba dal ko ye bay bande ba folo ko mole pipeline bla yela do ko ke because mi sa ko manuel si ba do ko men na de won bu ko ye pipeline lungu kara je ka si je
kara nyangara ndo mola je
be do ko le ke kan so won ra fa yirandi ka do ko ke mole
Abaraka Keva, thank you. Abaraka Keva ko ba fola mole pipeline bula. Pipeline itala one of good advice. Alabaraka ba kembari ngolomba na callers. But today is International Women's Day. Would we have at least one female caller before the program ends? Will we have a female caller? Women's Day. At least talk about how UDP celebrated Gambian women today. Na bena jigen call nak bala program BDJ. In the meantime, this area Lim Noi said, I don't understand why you don't bring your brand you created, the civic education show, and started at Freedom Radio to the UDP Online Bantaba as a program of its own. This is something of value which is still sellable to voters. I'm sure it's an instrument that can be used to sway voters, and especially the independent ones. Mind you, in Gambia, a large chunk of the voters, that's in bracket, large chunk of the voters vote differently each time. Those are independent voters. Civic education can go a long way in national discourse. I think it's a good suggestion. I will think about it, to have a civic education on its own, separate from current affairs. Sometimes I blend it together. At the moment, I'm blending civic education on the current affairs show, but maybe we can have civic education as a program of its own. The only challenge that I will have, Mr. Noi, or is it Mr. or Mrs.? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know your gender. I'm not being disrespectful, by the way. But I think it's Mr. The only challenge that I will have is it will be very similar to the policy discussion show on Fridays, because the experts on the Freedom Radio, when we were one big entity in the struggle, it wasn't a partisan platform. Freedom Radio wasn't a partisan platform. It was an independent online platform. So thank you, Mr. Noi. The variance there is that time it was easy to bring guests to Freedom Radio because they see Freedom Radio as a partisan. This platform is seen as partisan. So some people, even if I reach out to them, they are reluctant to come to Bantaba. I try to reach out to some people who are not in UDP, but they have always been they're always hesitant to come to Bantaba because they see Bantaba as a partisan platform. So it will be very brilliant to try to create the structure that I had on the civic education on the Freedom Radio. It cannot be the same because that time Freedom Radio was seen as independent, not supporting any political party. So when you invite people, they were keen to come to the radio. Different people, different guests I used to invite. Now some of the guests, they will tell you, oh no, this is a UDP platform. So that's the difference, Mr. Noi. But we can have civic education here. And the guests that will want to come. But it's a great suggestion, and I will take it on board. And then that is good. Give your views, and even the guest. If you have recommendation on which guest should come to the policy discussion show, please flag it up. That's why we are here. Allah Barakabake. The Gambian women are shy of calling in again, particularly the Bantaba women folk. I thought one woman would have called in. One lady would have actually called in today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, and particularly what UDP did in Gambia, quite exemplary today. Colleague Gimara Lamin, good evening. So we're going to draw the curtain here until Sunday. The discussion will now move on the TikTok, Bantabala TikTok, where we will talk about part 2 of Havana saga that will go on TikTok on Sunday, inshallah. If the holy month of Ramadan doesn't start on Sunday, and I'll let you know how the program will look like during the holy month of Ramadan. So in the meantime, thank you for your time. Somebody is asking what happened to my friend Fat Njai. Fat Njai, Fat Njai comes in. I jump humbal after I disappear. Okay. Malong, Fat Njai kalangolong. Hama se lan la neka sa. Why Fat Njai ga ñu ne jëng nañ la diga banta baade. So they don't want to see it, but they don't want to come. They see Bantaba as partisan. I have even some people who are not part of UDP. I try to reach out to them. They are reluctant. They see, people have things. So there's nothing wrong to come to Bantaba to talk about national issues, but they have this. Obviously, the NPP ministers will not come here. The NPP ministers will not come here because they come here, Barrow will fire them. Sadabo, you know that. So, Allah Barakabaki, thank you so much. Good night. And then, me tenturokela, Bobo Jobate, me nyin denkile nyima la bantabaye. But we'll try to upload it on the studio so that the sound quality can get better. And thank you. Somebody also said, Abe tenkilo la bantabaye. So, mba jibela, ni wanata for now. How you guys are going to feel happy with that. On that note, have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday, and on Sunday, we have a very important game in the English Premier League, the title decider, possibly. Liverpool will take on Man City. There's going to be a cracker. I think Arsenal play earlier tomorrow on Saturday against Brentford. Maybe that is going to be easy for the Gunners to win. So I think Man United, we play Everton tomorrow as well. So, but the big game is on Sunday, I think, which is going to be very decisive in terms of this 3-horse race in the English Premier League between Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. At the minute, Liverpool on top, but that can all change on Sunday. So that's it. I love the English Premier League. It's always a pleasure to watch English Premier League. It's always great fun to watch today. Allah Barakabake, thank you so much. And Ramadan Mubarak to everybody in advance as we welcome the holy month of Ramadan. Drame Fatu Saho me kontona namole Nancy kontonye back. Afai Happy International Women's Day. Balbe kontona na mol musol UDP musol bal kontona happy no. Ngamburu banjole jale bi I present the Binet Bojan. Binet Bojan. I saw that on Facebook. So Binet Boja wala International Women's Day the other banjol or the other. So Allah barakabak. Thank you so much. Somebody said Liverpool will lose to Man City. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Liverpool fan, they're a good team there. So there we go. So Allah barakabak. Thank you. And that's it. Until we meet up again on Sunday. So Momo Bantabala TikTok, UDP Online Bantabala. So the TikTok, please add Cameron Bantabala TikTok ngaje ko mo jamale like mo jamale page on your follow. A lot of people are following the discussion on that thing. Okay. Let me just play this song. Pa Bobo Jobate la think kilo. Okay. La baraka. Molkela moile seku molkela moile. Molkela moile molkela moile. Seku sidila kata molkela moile. Molkela moile. Chapter. Ala baraka. Seku Sidili Molbere Kela Moy UDP Bantaba London chapter all the way Akasa.